audio. See if this audio hitting on. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second. We gonna pull this stuff up. Well, I already got everything pulled up. All right. I already got everything pulled up. Just give me a second. All right. So, scrolling through the wormhole as usual, ran across a live feed of supposedly Joe Biden's impeachment, right? And I was watching it. This joint was like 11 hours, but I take it was like 11 hours of the same stuff over and over. But I watched it for at least an hour till I realized, hour and a half, I think, until I realized it had started over. I recorded it and I wanted to do a recap on it because when I say reality TV, bruh, this is what we see every day. It's just reality TV. So the one joint is the one joint is an hour long. We gonna watch that and we gonna get into that joint, bruh. When I say this is wild, bruh, it's wild. Oh snap! Salute Theo in the building. Salute Theo in the building, bruh. Son, this joint is wild, bruh. Is wild. All right, let's go. But hey, watch this though. This is CNN talking about how the bump stock works, and this is not how it works. This is not how it works. That the bump stock, and then no American, no average American is walking around with no type of underbarrel like that, like grenade launcher underbarrel type shit. Like the bump stock don't even. That's not even how the shit is. It doesn't bounce like that. It's like these people be making up anything, bruh. I'm telling you, I don't know where they find these people at to get their information so they can create these animations and shit, but they need to stop, bruh. They need to stop. This shit is embarrassing. Wrong. Look at that shit. Boy, they better knock it off, bruh. And we the Americans with the guns and stuff really know how the shit works. Like, bruh, that's inaccurate. Like, stop it. But yeah, I just found that interesting. I wanted to share that with y'all. But let's get into what we here for.
With Dmitry Firtash and why you believe the Trump campaign used his services?
Yes, well, I was sent to meet with Dmitry Firtash because Dmitry Firtash had resources. He's an oligarch that was in Vienna waiting to be extradited to the United States. But he was very close with Vladimir Putin, Ukraine, and lots of characters in that part of the world. And my objective at the time was to have him help us lean on Mykola Zlochevsky and get dirt on the Bidens.
And what type of dirt were you trying to get?
We were searching for Hunter's hard drive that we were told was out there. We were searching for bank records to validate certain bank records that was given to me, Hunter's personal bank records that was given to me by John Solomon that he said he got from the FBI to validate certain payments that were going for car purchases. But the objective was to try to find a link from any of the payments that would go into Joe Biden's account.
And who told you to get this dirt?
Well, who told me? Rudy Giuliani.
Anyone else that you remember?
John Solomon. I mean, everybody that was part of the team. I mean,
did Bill Barr know that you were involved in getting this dirt?
Absolutely. Bill Barr was notified of our investigation from the day he took office.
Did you ever have a conversation with Bill Barr of being lenient towards Dmitry in his role?
Bruh. Hey, bruh. Hey, Theo. When you ain't hear shit. You ain't hear shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm glad I was woke at the time I was woke to catch this shit, bro. Like, yo, must see TV. Must see TV. And B just sent me a message saying, bro, they don't show this shit on regular TV and the regular media and shit like that. I find it ironic that this shit coming out and then all of a sudden people's coming out with, oh, Diddy's list has been exposed and all this other shit, and they dropping names on people and shit. Man, I'm telling you, Theo, you ain't hear shit yet, bro. Like, it's a reason why they keep us distracted with so much other shit. It's a reason why, bro, because they don't really want everybody hearing this shit right here. What? Man, I'm telling you, bro.
Role in Bill Barr's role as Attorney General?
I personally did not, but I was witness to Victoria Tunzing and Joe DeGeneva having a conversation with Bill Barr about Dmitry Firtash.
What did they say to Bill Barr?
Basically, they were telling him that the charges were false and that he needs to drop the charges and basically end the case.
And why did they tell him to drop the charges on this Russian oligarch?
Because Dmitry Firtash was going to help us getting dirt on the Bidens or whatever else the Trump campaign needed.
So my understanding is you have the Trump campaign telling you to talk to a Russian oligarch to get dirt on the President of the United States for political reasons, and then someone from the Trump campaign is talking to the Attorney General to drop the charges because this foreign national is helping get dirt on a political candidate?
Absolutely.
Did Bill Barr indicate any willingness to drop the charges?
After a meeting that Victoria Tunzing and Joe DeGeneva had with DOJ, they came back and informed me that we're going to Vienna because to tell Dmitry Firtash everything's going to be okay.
Do you know if Bill Barr in any way told you to say that?
I was not privy to in that meeting, no.
Do you have any evidence that Bill Barr would have indicated to signal to Dmitry that the charges would be dropped?
Only from conversations from Rudy Giuliani or Victoria Tunzing.
And what did they say about what Bill Barr said?
They basically told me that this would be taken care of as long as Firtash played ball, and that's the message they relayed to me to tell Firtash.
And they said that Bill Barr was conveying that to them directly?
Yes, after meetings, there were several meetings. One, there was a private meeting at where Rudy Giuliani went and bumped into actually Bill Barr at the Trump International Hotel, and he used that as a moment to take him aside, speak to him. And then there were certain official meetings through official channels where Victoria Tunzing met with him. So yes.
Do you know anything if anything was done with the charges?
Till this day, Dimitri Firtash is not here.
Do you believe that Bill Barr should be investigated for his conduct in potentially dropping these charges?
I absolutely believe that, but not only that, I believe Bill Barr should be investigated into the cover-up and trying to silence me to get the truth out of what really happened in Ukraine.
And explain the cover-up and what you believe he should be investigated with your last minute.
My arrest was set up strictly to shut me up, to seal my documents, take away all my information, and turn me into a crazy man that had no way to prove what was going on. But the real story was Bill Barr was trying to save Donald Trump from impeachment and use me as a scapegoat. What he didn't realize was Donald Trump was not going to stop and was continue doing what he wanted to do. And that's why it blew up in Bill Barr's face. He also hired special counsel at the time, Brady, to look into Ukraine. When we tried to reach out with my attorney to special counsel Brady, he never returned our phone call.
Bruh. Yeah. So so this is all before Trump got presidency. So all this is happening in like I want to say like 2017, 2016, 2015 stuff, shit like that in that time range, somewhere in that time range, and the whole plot was we gotta stop Donald Trump for getting in there, and then they was using all these different tactics, bruh. Is this shit like I said, bruh, this shit is must see TV. I'm still trying to dissect everything because I'm trying to figure out like, all right, what was they fund like what was this money that they was getting, what was they funding that, like where was those funds going to, because even the person that was in there was like, yeah, I want to know about their tax history now, you know what I'm saying, like, and all this is happening, these is a federal offenses that's happening, bruh, and they not even, they just on the beach chilling, like popping out here and there saying certain things, and where is these people at? Like, how they able just to move, cuz we all know, look, they came and got Wesley Snipes. You playing with them taxes, bro. They ain't playing with you, bro. They coming to get you. Like, that's how that shit work, bro. You don't pay your taxes, they we coming to get you, bro. I'm telling you, bro, like how they move around so free. And then that was like their whole big thing. Like, Donald Trump don't pay taxes. Donald Trump don't pay taxes. But it seemed like they don't either. We gonna get to that part. This shit. This is just a peak. When man, this is just a peak. This is very crazy.
Nobody wanted to hear anything I had to say that had to do with Ukraine, Donald Trump, or Rudy Giuliani.
Mr. Chairman.
Will the gentleman yield?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Parnas, I just want to say you have stuck to the facts today. We don't hear bombast and rhetoric from you, but you're telling a true story, and you've conducted yourself with great purpose and great dignity, and I know your son is here with you today, and I hope he and the rest of your family are proud of what you're doing for America. Yield back.
Thank you.
Chair now recognizes Mr. Donalds from Florida for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman. It's been an interesting hearing so far. Let's actually get to the actual paper trail of money flow from the CEFC into the bank account for President Joe.
Someone just ordered this coat from me, and Shippo's only charged.
All right. Y'all gotta pay attention to this part. I kind of caught the commercial. I didn't mean to, but y'all gotta pay attention to this part, bruh. Like, wait till you hear the money shit. Like it's ready to be a lot of money in checks and transactions and all that shit, bruh. Like just pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm talking about. Easy $1 million. I feel like it's an easy $1 million. Like that was just swindled out whatever account. Yeah, I mean they was getting that shit from. All right, come on, hurry up. Here we go. All right, now
Chairman,
now this dude right here, he ready to get into the checks and all that stuff. The guy that's I guess I don't know what the fuck is he doing. Like I don't know whose side he on, but I think he's trying to get Joe Biden impeached or something. He's part of them trying to get him impeached. I don't know, but he's having a horrible time with whatever case, and it's gonna get crazy from there.
one Mr. Zhao. Real quick, Mr. Bobulinski, who is Mr. Zhao?
Congressman Donalds, I'd just actually like to spend 20 seconds. If you noticed, Congressman Khanna scurried out of here very quickly, and I'm actually disgusted as I sit here that he didn't address me based on the fact that I'm sitting here in front of the world trying to testify to the truth. In October 2020, I have messages I'm willing to produce to both the Democrats and the Republicans that Ro Khanna sent to me saying, you have always demonstrated to me that you're nothing but an honest with the highest integrity individual, and I was begging for him to go on CNN and tell the world in October 2020. I have extensive emails with Congressman Ro Khanna in 2021 and 2022 where I begged him and his staff to sit down with me and look at my BlackBerry phones that the Democrats are so focused on, to hire forensics experts and go through all of the factual information I had. So the fact that he did not even address me and then scurried out of here is disgusting to me.
All right.
Sorry, Mr. Donalds. I'll answer your question now.
All right, so we're gonna have to come off of that because now we're at 3 minutes 30 seconds. Mr. Chairman, for the record, I want to submit into the record two different WhatsApp text messages. One, July 31, between Hunter Biden and Mr. Zhao of CEFC, which stipulates that Hunter Biden wants to be able to move on from and get the contract resolved, get the deal resolved, and that Mr. Zhao responds and says, yes, the CEFC is willing to cooperate with the family. On August 31, there's another exchange, this time August 3rd, 2017, between Hunter Biden and Mr. Ganwei Dong. And in this message, they're talking about the stipulations of the arrangement between the Biden family and CEFC. I want to submit both WhatsApp text messages for the record, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection to order.
Okay, now to the money flow.
Bruh, they using WhatsApp like I ain't gonna cap. You gonna hear this shit, bro. They using WhatsApp like motherfucking a trap. It's like that shit like a trap device, bro. Like I don't know what kind of app that is, bro, but they using that shit like really trapping on that shit, bro. Like see white collar criminals, bro, and it's the difference between like the common criminal that does little petty shit like all right, I'ma steal from the I'm a yeah, bruh. I'm telling you, like I'ma steal from out the cash register, you know what I'm saying? Or I might steal a couple of dollars out the safe. You know, those type of criminals, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take something from the from Walmart or something like some TVs, you know. They ready to get rid of this old ass TV that's just sitting on the shelf. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and clip this. Like they they lock those people up as if they did some real drastic crime. But these motherfuckers are really on WhatsApp flipping money like Theo just said. They're doing big boy transactions. They not doing no little boy transactions. You already hear what kind of transactions they doing. Like, what kind of app is this where these motherfuckers can launder money? And that's the word I was trying to think of. They can launder money through an app and nobody's tracking and tracing that shit. Let's get into that shit. Like Theo said, they flipping money for real. The real kind of money.
This is where the rubber meets the road. On August 3rd, they actually stipulate through WhatsApp text messages the exact stipulations of the deal. On August 4th, $100,000 is wired into Owasco PC from CEFC infrastructure. Mr. Chairman, I want to submit for the record a portion of the bank statement for the time period August 3rd of 2017 to August 31, 2017, stipulating $100,000 going from CEFC into the bank account of Hunter Biden through Owasco PC.
Without objection, so ordered.
On August 8th, 4 days later, $5 million is then transferred from the Northern International Capital account of $5 million to Hudson West III. Hudson West III is a bank account controlled by Hunter Biden and Mr. Gong Wang, aka Kevin Dong, who is a CEFC associate. That money comes from the Northern International Capital bank account that is tied to the CCP. Mr. Chairman, I want to submit for the record the bank statement demonstrating that transfer.
Without objection, so ordered.
Okay, moving on. On August 8th, the same time period, there is a wire transfer of $400,000 to Owasco PC from the Hudson West III bank account. That $400,000, Mr. Chairman, I have the transfer records in the bank accounts from the August time period. I want to submit that for the record.
Without objection, so ordered.
Now, here's where the fun stuff comes in, everybody, and I got a minute to do it, so we're going to get this done. On August 14th, there is $150,000 that is transferred from Owasco PC, which is controlled by Hunter Biden, to Lion Hall Group, which is controlled by James Biden. I have the records here, Mr. Chairman, of the $150,000 that has gone to Lion Hall Group from Owasco PC. I want to submit that for the record.
Without objection, so ordered.
On August 28th, and I believe we have a screenshot for everybody in the room. On August 28th, Mr. Chairman, we have the withdrawal ticket from Lion Hall Group that is signed by Sarah Biden, who is the wife of Jim Biden, for $50,000 to withdraw from Lion Hall Group. I want to submit that withdrawal receipt for the record.
Without objection, so ordered.
Hey, bro, cooking. I'm telling you, this man was cooking, bro. This man was cooking. Look. I'm trying to figure it out because, like I said, I stumbled across the shit. You feel me? Like, I stumbled across it, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on here? So when came in, I didn't even hear this part yet. I had where was I at? I was on the female. It was like a Latino female that was ripping the dude, bruh. And I was watching her and I was like, yo, I gotta start this over because I don't even know what's going on right now. bruh. They drop it. I'm telling you, bro, on WhatsApp, bruh. On WhatsApp, bruh, they big boy transactions, bruh. Big boy transact. That's how you know motherfuckers ain't doing no real comment. Man, they better knock it off, bruh. They better knock it off. They better not say nothing to nobody who ever take $5, $20, even $100 out of register. I don't care. Y'all better not say nothing to them. That's not even a fucking crime at this point in time. These motherfuckers is laundering money through WhatsApp. Big boy money. Not no little boy money, big boy money. Yeah, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. This shit crazy. So when I came in, that's why I had to run it back. And then that's when I started recording this shit because I'm like, oh no, I gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about this, bruh. This shit wild.
September 3rd, on August 28th, actually, Mr. Chairman, we have the deposit reference into Sarah Jones Biden's account on the same day she withdrew it from Lion Hall. I want to submit that
Without
from the
objection
record.
to order.
Last document. On September 3rd, 2007, from Sarah Biden's own personal account, there is a check that is written to Joseph Robinette Biden, Jr., the President of the United States today, for $40,000, signed loan repayment. A loan repayment, by the way, that Joe Biden's own personal accountant, Mr. Eric Schwerin, has no record for. I want to submit that for the record, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection to order.
To the members of the committee, it is clear that the source of this money came from CEFC, and that CEFC is a company that is directly linked to the CCP and actually the chairman of the CCP, the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party, Chairman Xi Jinping. With that, I yield.
Cortez from New York.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Oh, hey, bro. Hey, bro. What? They dropping big bread, bro. Big bread out there, bro. What? They ain't playing. That's going through all the Bidens, bro. From what cooking from big Biden to little Biden, bro. All the way to the wife, bro. It's a whole ring of that shit, bro. Like what the fuck, bro? They got one company funding another company that's funding this company that's funding that company. Damn, they big money transactions going through. That shit crazy. I ain't know nothing. I ain't know WhatsApp was popping like that, bro. That's wild. That's wild.
Mr. Bobulinski, I heard your opening statement. It's submitted to the record, part of our proceedings.
This where I came in at. All right, it's gonna get the tensions where it get hot between this lady and old boy. Like it's gonna get hot real quick.
I have a quick question. Simple. Is it your testimony today that you personally witnessed President Joe Biden commit a crime?
I believe the fact that he was sitting with me while I was putting together a business
Did you
deal,
witness the president commit a crime? Is it your testimony today?
Yes.
And what crime have you witnessed?
How much time do I have to go through it?
It is simple. You name the crime. Did you watch him steal something?
Corruption statutes, RICO and conspiracy.
What is it? What is the crime, sir? Specifically.
You asked me to answer the question. I answered the question.
No.
RICO.
No. You beating around the bush. She wants to know specifically what crime. Yeah, I mean, like, we don't want you to say what. All right. So what he's doing is not actually saying what crime he's committed. He's saying what like he'll get sentenced for type shit. He'll get sentenced for something like this. But the crime is different. What crime is he committing? Like I said, he's laundering money. Like that's a crime. That's an actual crime. So you would go down for like some other type of crime. I mean, well, some other type of name for that crime, but the actual crime would be money laundering.
You're obviously not familiar with corruption
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. RICO is not a crime. It is a category. What is the
It's a category of crimes that you're then charged
You
under
have charges.
a long 100
You
list
have
of
charges. Sir, please
Want me to name the exact statute
Sir,
under RICO?
yes.
Oh, well, it's funny. In this committee room, everyone's not here. There's over 18
All right, sir. I reclaim my
lawyers
time.
that
I
went to
reclaim
law
my
school.
time.
I'll leave it up to you guys
Okay,
to
thank
define
you,
the
sir. I
statute
reclaim my
under
time.
RICO.
Clearly, what we are seeing here today is a continuation of the 15-month saga of the Republican majority.
This motherfucker been going on for 15 months. 15 months. That's wild. How long Young Thug shit been going on? His shit was, what'd you say, Theo, 2 years? Something like that?
Lost in the desert. Impeachment 101. The majority party or whomever is raising impeachment must accuse the president of a high crime, a specific high crime or misdemeanor. I would like to submit to the record HRes 918, the House resolution to open this impeachment inquiry.
Without objection.
Stop scrolling if your smile is suffering.
Nah, can none of these motherfuckers be trusted, bruh. Can none of these motherfuckers be trusted. Man, hey, this shit's a whole hour. Man, wait till you hear the other shit that's going to happen. It's a lot of. That's why I said I was up really watching reality TV, bruh. This is really reality TV. This is what the shit we really should be seeing as American citizens. Like, this is what we should be watching. Yeah, hey, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. I'm telling. See, this how you know. This how you know I was daggone locked in, because I was actually forgetting to skip the ads and shit, bro. I really was locked in, like, bruh. Like, I recorded everything. I recorded everything, bruh. Let's get back to it. She doing a good job. This girl right here, this lady right here, and then it's another dude a little bit further down. They do a good job at defending Biden. But either way, bro, this shit is going back and forth, bro. This shit going back and forth. Nah, for real. Real talk. This is the real Law and Order right here, bro. They who knew that Biden was getting impeached? Cause I didn't. I ain't know nothing about Joe Biden getting impeached. Niggas ain't say shit about Joe Biden getting impeached. I just happened to be scrolling through this joint and seen that shit. It was like, hold up, well, let me click on this and see what I'm watching. That's how I went. Let's get back into this.
This resolution does not outline a high crime or misdemeanor. It's not here. Now, when we compare the chairman's opening from his previous opening, he's talking about Ukraine and Burisma and all of this. This entire inquiry is based on a blockbuster piece of information that was in a classified SCIF room. And inside that room was a document alleging President Biden directly of a $10 million bribery scheme, a $10 million bribery scheme, extremely serious. What happened? What happened a month ago, Mr. Chairman? That document, the FBI arrested the person who offered those allegations for falsifying his testimony to the FBI. This entire impeachment inquiry is based on an actual.
They put a hit out on his ass. They said, "Hey, boy, you go in there talking if you want to. Go in there talking if you want to. See what happens. I bet you won't make the court date. You better retract your statement. I know you know that now." The motherfuckers wasn't playing with his ass. So you better not go in there and say no dumb shit.
Provable individual who has lied. Now, responsible leadership would withdraw an inquiry based on that. Withdraw it. Instead, what we are seeing is that this committee was warned about the falsehoods of these allegations long before that, warned by Trump's Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and yet they proceeded anyway. The chairman proceeded anyway. This committee was warned by Rudy Giuliani associate right here, Lev Parnas, after that document about the falsehoods of this. Then held hearings where your own expert witnesses said that there was no grounds for impeachment, and you proceeded anyway. And finally, as if none of this was enough, the FBI arrested the individual who was the source of the entire, to quote the chairman, heart of the matter, to launch this impeachment inquiry, and proceeded anyway. At this point, the story is not the fact that the basis of this impeachment inquiry is wrong. The story is why it's proceeding anyway. Why is this committee proceeding based on false charges? And by the way, no charges. I have yet to hear in the chairman's opening the allegation that they are specifically charging the president of the United States with. I'm hearing about Biden family. I'm hearing about this and that. I am not hearing the specific allegation by this committee. What is it? It's not here. And that is the problem. The story is when this committee knew that they were working with falsified evidence. That's the story. And with that, I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. Chair now recognizes Ms. Mace from South Carolina for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On March 1st, 2024, Joe Biden stated he did not interact with Hunter or Jim Biden business associates. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask unanimous consent to enter into a record New York Post article. Biden insists he did not interact with his
Without objections ordered.
We're going to go fast here. I have strictly yes or no questions. On that note, the New York Post article, Joe Biden also said, read the record of every single witness. So I did. I first read Devin Archer's deposition, and he interacted with Joe Biden. Then I read the transcripts of Wab Walker, Eric Schwerin, George Burgess, Kevin Morris, Tony Bobulinski, and Jason Galanis. And every single one of them interacted with Joe Biden. And that's just the people we interviewed. Mr. Galanis, my first questions are for you. Did Hunter Biden call Joe Biden with Elaine Badarina on the line on May 4th, 2014, yes or no?
Yes.
In that call, did Hunter Biden state on this call with Joe Biden that everything is good and we're moving forward?
Yes, he did.
Okay, on the same call, did Joe Biden in the call was saying, okay, then you be good to my boy?
Yes, he said that as well.
Okay, did Badarina agree to put $20 million into one of Hunter Biden's business projects days later after this phone call?
Yes.
Okay, did Hunter Biden ever take a call from Joe Biden while at the Peninsula Bar in New York?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Did Hunter Biden ever take a call from Joe Biden while at the Peninsula Bar in New York?
Yes, he did.
During this call, did Hunter Biden update Joe Biden on progress in landing a business partnership with Harvest Fund Management?
Yes.
Okay. Was Harvest a $300 billion Chinese financial services company closely tied to the Chinese Communist Party?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Is Hunter Biden involved with Harvest?
Hunter Biden is involved in Harvest in two ways, through BHR, which is the fund.
Yes or no? Was Hunter Biden involved with Harvest? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. As part of the deal,
extensive emails to that effect.
as part of the deal, did Hunter Biden want the company to reserve a board seat for Joe Biden?
Yes.
Okay. Did Henry Zhao, a Chinese businessman, want assurances Joe Biden would join the board? Yes or no?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Did
He's
Hunter
expressed
Biden?
that in emails as well.
Okay. Thank you.
And in conversations.
Did Hunter Biden draft an email stating, please also remind Henry Zhao of our conversation about a board seat for a certain relation of mine. Devin and I golfed with that relation earlier this week, and we discussed this very idea again. And as always, he remains very, very keen on the opportunity. Here is a photo of Joe Biden and Devin Archer and Hunter Biden golfing days before the alleged email draft. Do you believe a certain relation of mine refers to Joe Biden?
I don't think there's any question. It was based on first-hand conversations with Devin Archer, who was in that picture and at that golf meeting.
Did you ever meet with Devin Archer where Hunter took calls from his father?
Yes.
Okay, during Warren.
Watch the most live and
Hey, nah, real talk. Hey, he can't tell me he ain't getting that good shit. The motherfuckers laundering that kind of money, shit. He definitely getting that good shit, that pure shit too.
Getting across the finish line.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Mr. Bobulinski, do you recall receiving an email that floated the possibility of giving 10% ownership of Sinohawk to Joe Biden through Hunter Biden?
Yes.
Okay, my last questions are for both of you very quickly. Mr. Bobulinski and Mr. Galanis, you both stated you were told not to use Joe Biden's name in communications, correct, Mr. Bobulinski?
Correct.
Mr. Galanis?
Yes.
Okay. Did Joe Biden participate in phone conversations and meetings with Hunter Biden, his business associates, and foreign interests, yes or no? Mr. Bobulinski?
He clearly did.
Okay, Mr. Galanis, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. In Hunter Biden's deposition, he said he did not involve his father in his business. Did Hunter Biden lie under oath? Yes or no? Mr. Bobulinski?
Yes.
Mr. Galanis?
If that's what he said, yes, that would be
Okay.
untrue.
Is Joe Biden lying when he says he did not interact with Hunter Biden, Jim Biden, their business partners or forward interests? Yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Galanis?
Yes.
All right. In a debate on October 22nd, 2020, Joe Biden denied Hunter Biden made money from China. Then Hunter Biden and his business associates and foreign interests include money from Chinese businesses, business partners, and or interests. Yes or no? Mr. Bobulinski?
I'm sorry, did the
Hunter
Biden family
Biden
make
receive money from Chinese
Correct,
business
yes.
interests? Mr. Galanis? Did Hunter Biden receive money from Chinese business interests? Yes or no?
Yes, he was.
Okay, thank
Yes, he had economic interests, and yes.
All right. Joe Biden has
regardless.
repeatedly claimed that he was not involved in Hunter Biden, Jim Biden, or any other Biden family business deals. Today, our witnesses have proved otherwise. Today, we've established Joe Biden lied about interacting with Hunter Biden's business associates. It is my belief Joe Biden is the closer for Hunter Biden, Jim Biden, and their business associates and foreign interests. Good luck to the left proving otherwise. Thank you, and I yield back.
The ranking member.
Seconds.
Oh, I don't know that there's much time left, but thank you for that eloquent and compressed recitation of some of what we've lived with over the last few years.
Chair recognizes Mr. LaTurner from Kansas for 5 minutes.
Mr. Bobulinski, I want to talk about May of 2017. To be clear, Hunter Biden was doing business with CEFC while his dad was VP. Are you aware of that now? Yes. Rob Walker told us that during his transcribed interview before the committee. But I want to talk to you about your meeting with Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and Jim Biden in May of 2017. Other members are going to bring up the meeting you had with Joe Biden at the Beverly Hilton the night before the Milken Conference, but I want to talk about the next day when you went as Joe Biden's guest to the Milken Conference. So, you watched Joe Biden deliver a speech that day. Then you had a follow-up conversation with Joe Biden. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
What did Joe Biden tell you during that conversation?
Well, as I've already publicly shared, I was brought backstage by his team because he had just given his keynote, and we just exchanged pleasantries, and then I walked him out to his car, and he specifically thanked me for the work I was doing with his son and his brother and asked me to keep an eye on them.
And my understanding is, Mr. Bobulinski, that after Joe Biden had left, you went across the street to the Peninsula Hotel and had a long conversation with his brother, Jim Biden. Isn't that correct?
I did.
It's my understanding that you asked him how the Biden family does.
Nah, for real, Theo. Where you at? Come on, where you at?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Bruh, this shit's so crazy because it's like, I'm glad people get to see this too, because it's like, look at it. All right, we niggas, right? So we do, oh, nigga put a hit on somebody. Bro, these niggas put a hit on people too.
I'm telling you.
You just, it ain't publicized.
I'm telling you.
Why would you kill a nigga for 100,000? Same reason you kill a nigga for 5 million. The fuck? This nigga put 5.1 million on a nigga, bro. He really backdoored the nigga because he was like, yeah, you gonna help me get Trump out the way. And then he was like, all right, that ain't work, so knock that nigga off because I don't want him talking. And then your son is a fucking, bro, this is nigga shit. Your son is a fucking dope fiend. Biden spent his whole 4 years cleaning up after his son.
Shit, he's still trying to clean up after. What you mean?
Exactly. My point exactly, bro. This nigga's
still
gonna get
trying to
fucking
clean up.
impeached
What?
because his son is a dope fiend. He
Bruh,
know his son is a dope fiend, bro.
maybe
And I'm gonna be
this is
honest with
why.
you, bro. If it was my kid and I was in that position, because we've already had talks about you going to rehab, all that shit. All that's out the window. At this point, man, I'll just do you myself.
Maybe this the reason why they forced him to drop out the way they did.
This is recent. What you showing us right now? This is
Bruh,
recent.
this was live last night.
See, I thought this was. So
No,
this is
this
from
is
when he
live.
ran the first time.
Yeah, this was from when he ran the first. That's why I said all this is
I didn't
prior.
even know all this happened.
Yeah, all this is prior to him and Trump having that big debate and him winning over Trump. They ready to break down how he was winning over Trump, bro. This nigga was doing a lot of backdoor shit.
Hey, but don't forget, Trump had that same shit when he was going against Hillary.
Hell yeah.
So it's all a dirty. That's why I'm glad people see this, bro. It's all dirty. You ain't this ain't no. Hey, vote for me, man. China, you don't get to vote who the fuck you think they want Kim Jong Un as their president. Hell no.
See,
You don't like it, leave, nigga. This what we
this
doing
is
over here.
this is why I had to record this shit and bring it to the forefront because people was like, "Oh, yo, see, we this the lesser of two evils." Hey, bruh, hey,
Nah, both these motherfuckers is dirty,
At least Trump shit was in the open. His shit was we can see his shit. You
bro.
not
When Trump
seeing his.
told that nigga, I got a that nigga said I got a button, and he was like, I got a button too, but I bet you my shit work and it's
Yeah,
bigger than your
and
shit.
it's bigger
That's
than
when I
your
knew
shit.
if that nigga gonna do some backdoor shit, he gonna be upfront with it. Like, yeah, I did
Exactly.
it. So what?
Hmm.
This nigga Biden, why you think Biden now it makes sense why he bowed out gracefully?
Exactly.
Cause he like shit. If I push the issue, this nigga gonna bring to the people how I backdoored his ass.
I ain't gonna and plus with the shit that's ready to come out, I ain't gonna get back in there. They can see.
Why you
You
think
know,
he
you think people wasn't
disconnected from
already telling?
Kamala?
That's what I'm saying. You think people weren't already telling them like, "Hey, boy, you got some shit ready to come out on you, boy. I think you might want to get up out of there while you can."
And Trump already, bro. This nigga's already mad because they done convicted him.
Mm-hmm. Of some shit that didn't even stick.
My grandma told me this, like this is way back in the early 2000s. She was like, if you ever want to know what's really going on, you got to look at like C-SPAN and shit like that. Cause that shit
Mm-hmm.
that's on regular news, it's not gonna tell you what's really going on.
Real talk. Yo, bro, I would if I wasn't up at the time I was up scrolling through YouTube looking for some shit to watch, I wouldn't have ran across this shit.
Yeah, I need your algorithm because I ain't seen this shit. I ain't know nothing about it until you. I was like, this thing getting impeached. I didn't even know.
Bruh, nobody knows about this shit, bruh. Not the average viewer like me and you. Shit,
See,
we
remember
don't
when
know nothing
Ayo did
about
the
this shit.
live? You know,
Hmm.
we saw this video a long time when that nigga was in the trap talking about, bitch, you shorted me a point eight on some crack. This is crack, bro.
Yeah,
Niggas, bro, you should be popping pills, nigga. You doing crack?
bruh.
So if
I'm
you do
telling.
that in the hood with us, I can imagine what you do with other countries. Hey, I
Hmm.
know this about Trump, nigga. What you trying to get me for? There's probably a hit on his son right now. This nigga done brought it. Yeah, they tried to kill me after the shit ain't work. Wait, what? I'm not surprised because I know how crooked this motherfucker. Bro, we blew our own shit up and blamed it on somebody that didn't even do it.
Hmm.
It don't get crazier than that, bro.
Exactly.
Nigga blew their own shit up. I remember seeing the interview. The nigga that worked there, he was like, uh, when I left work, I think he said when I left work Friday, they was trying to figure out a reason for us to go to Afghanistan. He's just like, when I came back to work Tuesday, yeah, we're going to Afghanistan. It was like, yeah, they blew our shit up. And he was like, that's ironic that Friday y'all was trying to figure out how the fuck we gonna get over there. Now all of a sudden
Hmm.
it's a green light.
Hmm.
So this nigga, man, come on, bro. I don't put it past Biden, nigga. He an old white man. Them the worst ones.
Bruh.
Cause they gonna pull it every time.
That's
Whatever
why
you thinking and your new generation of thinking, nigga, he not thinking that way.
that's why when niggas be like, yo, Trump a racist. And the
Everybody's
fuck
racist, nigga.
the fuck you and
I don't I
yo,
would want you to be
bruh,
racist, nigga.
that's
So I know
not
how
a
to deal with
valid
you.
point, bruh. Don't start off the conversation with yo, you know he a racist.
And Kamala.
not a good
So you
debate.
telling me that's a nigga? Cause let's do this. People don't want to do this shit. Everybody black, right? But
Hmm.
who really niggas?
Hmm.
It's the difference between being black and being a nigga. Being a nigga mean you slave descendant. So
Hmm.
ain't
You
nobody on
understand
this
the
earth
struggle,
gonna feel your pain other than a
right?
motherfucker that came from it. Bro, we the only people that come from this.
From some type of struggle, no matter
White folks
what.
don't even come from this land, nigga. They don't come from this land. This our land. And they know it. That's why we can't get sent back. They could
That's
get sent back before we get sent back. The motherfuckers got kicked out their own country.
hmm.
You don't never
Shit,
hear
the
white
ones,
folks talking about I'm going back to England. Hell no, they can't go back to England. Niggas
the
gonna kill them.
ones that's in positions like this, or motherfucking in some type of corporate position that makes money, 6-figure money and shit. They look down on motherfuckers that motherfucking their own kind, that motherfucker
Hmm.
just work a regular 9 to 5 job type shit. They look down on the motherfuckers, bro.
What did I tell you on that last live, bro? We at the point now, nobody gives a fuck what color you is. It's all about what tax
Exactly.
bracket you in.
Exactly.
Because you got two type of niggas out here right now. You got niggas talking about Trump a racist, and you got niggas talking about, oh, we finna get some money. Them ain't
Hmm.
the same black folks,
Hmm.
but they
I look
both black.
even in the Jewish community, bro. Like even in the Jewish community, like you see the Jewish people that live amongst the black people, they got tattoos and shit. Them niggas live like the slums for real, like a slum white boy and shit.
On some Italian when they first got here
Exactly.
type
On
shit.
some Italian type shit. You know what I mean? But then when you go around the corner, up the block, around the corner real quick to the big ass houses, then you get to see the real Jewish people, tight suit,
But ain't
shit
it funny
dick
how
down and shit.
if a motherfucker, this go for any race, if a motherfucker ain't rich, all of a sudden they a nigga. I feel your pain because I ain't up there with the Jewish white folks that got the music
Yeah,
industry.
right.
My people don't come from that. It sound like a
Mm-hmm.
personal problem, nigga. That ain't got shit to
It
do with
sound,
me.
it sound like you got the end of the stick, bro. You should, you
Yeah,
might,
cause y'all got a care
you got
package
the
when y'all got
advantage.
here.
Yeah, nigga, you got a care package.
We didn't
Fuck
get
happened to
shit.
this shit.
Niggas threw us out there. Like shit, you
Right.
lucky to be free, nigga.
You lucky there, exactly. You lucky we let y'all go.
So like I said, they sitting here talking about this man is free right now. Biden is free.
That's what I was
We
saying.
heard Dirk put a hit on a nigga and he locked up. He ain't even been charged. Ain't had no hearing. None of that. He locked up.
Bruh.
But you know what the
These
difference is? The difference is them white folks. That's they money. Niggas get white folks money, go and do the shit white folks want to do, and then like you said earlier, when oh we know everything about P Diddy because you the fall guy, while shit that actually matters, no nobody knows about that.
hmm
Well, I'm glad you covered this, bro, because niggas need to see it. We get made look like, oh, we the bad guy. Yes, that's fucked up that Dirk did that. But at the same time, whatever. But when it come to Biden, oh, it's reasonable doubt. Now it's all of a sudden, can you point out the exact bitch? I just gave you a whole timeline. I gave you a printout of a check that he wrote. I told you the what like what else do you need?
Bruh. Eh, Wade ain't even, bruh. I'm telling you. Hold on. Let's get back to this because Wade didn't even see the other shit that they gonna pull up, bruh. They gonna pull up some more shit on this fool. Let's watch this shit.
The business that they do, while Joe Biden is such a prominent political figure. What was Jim Biden's response to you?
Correct. I was actually concerned and asking from a position of concern, and Jim Biden's response to me was plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability. And by that you mean Joe Biden would be kept in the loop, but you weren't supposed to talk about it, especially in writing. Mr. Galanis, during your transcribed interview with the committees, you said a very interesting phrase. Say it, forget it, write it, regret it. Does this sound familiar? Is this consistent with your understanding of how the Bidens do business, Mr. Galanis?
Yeah, very, very much so. That was an operating principle, yes.
But it looks like someone made a mistake. Mr. Bobulinski, you created 2 companies with the Bidens. I want to show you an infamous email discussing the ownership structure of one of those companies, CEFC. You can see on the screen, 20% for H, 20% for Rob Walker, 20% for James Gilliar, 20% for Tony Bobulinski, 10% for Jim Biden, and 10% held by H for the, quote, big guy. Mr. Bobulinski, who is the big guy?
The big guy is 100% Joe Biden.
Mr. Bobulinski, Hunter Biden didn't respond saying, knock it off. We can't include Joe Biden, did he?
No, and that's actually a critical point because remember,
Mr. Bobulinski, did you ever get a text message or a group text message or anything like that saying, guys, knock it off, Joe Biden isn't involved in this deal?
no, the whistleblowers actually have a text exchange where they're talking about everything else but that. And the reason why they weren't talking about it is because everyone knew Joe Biden was the big guy.
Hunter Biden begged for a public hearing, but it turns out he is too afraid of accountability to show up and tell the truth to the American people. But Americans don't need Hunter's testimony to know they are being gaslit by this president. It's blatantly obvious to anyone paying attention that Joe Biden is the big guy. The CEFC deal broke the say it, forget it, write it, regret it rule of the Biden family businesses, and now they are trying to cover it up. Joe Biden said repeatedly that his family never made a dime from China. But Mr. Bobulinski just confirmed that Hunter, Jim, and the big guy himself all got a cut from the CEFC China energy deal. Let me be clear. The only service the Biden family ever provided was their ability to leverage the office of the Vice President of the United States to cash in overseas. My Democrat colleagues are going to try and tell you that Joe Biden wasn't on the final ownership structure agreement, but isn't it true? If someone was holding Joe Biden's stake in the company, it wouldn't appear in the document. Isn't that the whole point of this email, to hold Joe Biden's stake so his name wouldn't be in the document? Isn't this just plausible deniability in action, Mr. Bobulinski?
It appears that way.
But plausible deniability only gets you so far. Now, I want to fast forward from May to the end of July of 2017 when the Bidens cut you out of the deal. I want to show you a message that Hunter sent to his Chinese business partners. Please put it up on the screen. Hunter writes, quote, I am sitting here with my father and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. So, when Hunter Biden is desperate for money, Jim Biden's old trick of plausible deniability doesn't cut it. And when desperate times call for desperate measures, Hunter Biden let the cat out of the bag, said the quiet part out loud, and gave the game away by calling on his father to help him shake down his Chinese business partners for the money. And it worked. Mr. Chairman, I yield.
Second, I wish Hunter Biden were here because I'd like to ask him about his taxes. I want to know if he paid his fair share, just like his dad's asked Americans to do. I want to know if he's current on his taxes, and if he isn't, I'd like to ask him when he plans to pay up. Mr. Bobulinski, you're a businessman. Did you pay your taxes?
I did.
Mr. Bobulinski actually pays his taxes, unlike the president's son, and yet Democrats on this committee act like Hunter is the believable one out of you two. Joe Biden has no right to lecture the American people about their taxes until he gets his own house in order. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Very good. Chair now recognizes Mr. Moskowitz for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. By the way, how are you doing? Good? Okay. Mr. Bobulinski, over here, how are you doing? Good. So I just have a question. We've been at this for 15 months now in oversight.
All right. This dude right here, he's on the other side. He's on the other side. He's defending Joe Biden. So now he has some valid points, just like the other lady. Yeah, I mean, what crime is being committed here? And
that nigga said it. He said it. We done paid y'all. Why this nigga still breathing, man? And you know what that is? Nigga, this dope. I need my money, bro. I already got a front. Now these niggas is calling me. What is y'all doing?
Hey, bro. That man ain't president no more, so he ain't calling no shots. He already.
And like he said, he was like the nigga said the silent part out loud. You got a fucking loose, bro. What was he talking about? Niggas talking about the jam shit, the OTF jam. Fuck that nigga. That don't even matter. You on this bitch rapping about doing it. You said the quiet part out loud. Because
Hmm.
what he say? This a 15-month case. We 15 months in, bro.
15 months, bro. That's why I was asking you how long it was Young Thug shit.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
Okay, so we gonna give Young Thug about 18 months. Right? How long? How long? How long? No, that's not that's on that ain't that's only a year and a half. Uh well we looking like
No, we
what?
could do that. We could do that. We could do 20 months. 22. It
20.
don't.
I was gonna
It was
say
damn
20.
near two.
Okay. All right. So this is almost as long as Young Thug shit, bro. Look how fast they got Trump in and out of there. Well, boy, when they was talking about impeaching Trump, bro, and boy, they had that shit up and up and up and running. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't take
Shit, look
that
at the
long,
felonies they gave.
bruh. That's what I'm saying. Like look at how
Nigga
look
got
how fast
convicted
they
quick.
was exactly. Look how fast they came up with those charges, bruh. Why
But
is this nigga being spared on his charges, bruh?
because he's still in a position of, like he said, we can make this peaceful. I transition over peacefully. But y'all make a deal out of this, my nigga. If I could do
He's
this getting in that bitch, imagine what I could do before I get out this hoe.
mm,
My son, no, see, my son is a fucking loose end, bro. So I might say, yeah, we peaceful, we ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Pass this bitch over. My son might not feel that way. Like that nigga said, your son pay taxes. Bitch, I'm the president. The last president that was in this bitch, he ain't pay his taxes. So what does it matter if I don't pay my taxes? Nigga, you don't pay your taxes. Nobody, you know who pays taxes? Fucking
us,
middle class and low class people. That's the only
us,
people that pay
yeah,
taxes.
heck yeah,
Nobody else pays taxes. So I want to know if he pays taxes. And then if he didn't pay his taxes, be locked up. So what are you talking about?
hmm,
Last president didn't pay taxes. I don't see you talking about him. Actually, you're defending him. So it's kind of like the lady said, bro. We gonna make this shit cut and dry. Where's the crime at? Because you
right,
can't be mad the nigga covered his tracks.
yeah. You can't be mad, bruh. You can't
That's
be
like
mad.
if Dirk beat
Yeah,
this
the
shit,
cleanup man.
we all know. No, it's just like I use Vaughn. We all know Vaughn killed them people.
Hmm.
But since he beat it, we can't say he really did it. Even if
Exactly.
he is saying, yeah, I did it. This ain't no Draco where Draco, yeah, nigga, fuck it. I didn't do it and y'all still try to charge me like I did it. So fuck it, I did it.
Hmm.
But Biden, everybody look at Biden. That's what I always knew. I'm like, Biden ain't the one pulling it. He too fucking old. But his son,
Yeah, your son pulling those
man, this
strings,
nigga does crack, bro. I didn't
bruh.
even know white
Did
people
you
did
see?
crack.
Did you see, bruh? Did you? Oh hell yeah! Did
Now I
Did
knew
you
they
see?
did crack, but I
Uh,
always felt like they was on some uppity shit. Like I'm doing cocaine or
nah,
something.
heck no. Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I mean, yeah. See, with them, bruh, they like to do all types of shit, bruh. So it doesn't like
I
yeah,
just feel like when you got
still
money, you shouldn't be doing no drug like crack. Like that's crazy. Like what? Crack. Even Bobby and Whitney, that made sense because it was like before they got on, they was on that. But and that was the time back then. Nigga,
crack.
this is
I already say
2015 and you smoking crack.
because
That's crazy.
because crack would be easy will be easier and more accessible to cook than motherfucking meth. Like people houses blow up because of that shit. It's like
Yeah,
those
Biden
shits
said you
go
can't have that shit
complete.
in here, nigga. You ain't finna blow up the White House.
You
You
ain't
you
finna blow
remember
up my
you
shit.
remember when they you remember that week where they had found some cocaine in the White House?
Yeah, yeah, bro.
This
Yeah,
nigga, I forgot Hunter Biden got fucking federal gun charges that been dropped
bruh, bruh. Ah,
out of nowhere.
I thought I
You
talked
did.
about that shit. Okay, all right. I was like, yo, I know I talked about that shit.
Cause they just dropped that shit out of nowhere. Now it makes sense why they dropped it. Cause it's like I'd rather have a big case than the little
Hell
case.
yeah. What? Shit.
But like I said, now they said all the Diddy shot. I didn't even, bro. Yayo got locked up, and guess what he
Oh
got? Y'all,
man.
he got locked up for fucking parole violation. Didn't I say that? Didn't
Yeah.
I say y'all gonna make this nigga violate his parole?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They always keep us with that type of shit. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
talking about this. This nigga put a 5.1 million hit on somebody, bro. That is insane. Nigga,
Bruh.
bro, nigga
Nope.
transferred 5 million through a fucking app.
What's at, bruh? Yo,
I didn't even
that
know you could transfer that much money at one time.
I ain't even know what's at was doing shit like that. Like
Nah, you ain't told me
this is
about that.
this is
That's the
wild,
business
bruh.
shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there
Because
we go.
WhatsApp is kind of like text now for Androids.
Okay. All right. Well, see, there we go. I ain't know nothing about that shit,
Shit, I
bruh.
didn't either. I'm broke, nigga. I don't know nothing about that.
Hell yeah, I'm broke. I ain't making,
I'm a
bruh.
nigga. Shit, I'll
What?
sell you this money, nigga.
What?
What
Yeah,
you
I got
talking about?
cash at.
Fuck you talking about? I don't know nothing about. I don't even fuck with PayPal like that.
Real talk, bro. Like shit. It took me a long time to get cash at, boy. Before that,
Man,
bro, you better
what?
have cash in hand, bro. Nah, nigga, I need cash in hand. Like,
Hand over fist, my nigga. I need to touch that. That type of
right,
money, 5 million
bruh.
from an
These mo-
overseas account too.
these motherfuckers. 500,000, 400,000, 150,000,
Nigga
50,000,
sent 100,000
40,000.
the next day after the conversation, bro.
That shit crazy, bruh. Bruh, wait, hold on. We ain't even get to the man. Hold on, bruh. Let's finish this shit, bruh, because we
All
ain't
right.
even get to the other part yet, and we got to talk about that. That's a very important information.
I know this is your first time here, but do you think Chairman Comer has proven that Joe Biden has committed a high crime and misdemeanor?
I believe with all the evidence he's gathered, yes, he's proven that Joe Biden has committed high crimes and misdemeanors.
Okay, and so I assume you believe Joe Biden should be impeached.
Well, that's up to you guys.
But do you believe he should be impeached? It's yes or
Do I
no.
personally
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
or
yeah, you.
under constitutional?
No. You personally, do you believe he should be impeached?
I do.
Okay, and you believe that because you believe Chairman Comer has proven that he committed a high crime and misdemeanor?
No, because I know that he committed high crimes and misdemeanors.
Okay.
I was involved and saw them happen.
Right, but obviously, with all the evidence, you must believe that all of these hearings for 15 months, that the chairman has proven that, right?
You re-ask the question?
Sure. I'll sum it up. I assume you believe he should be impeached, but my point is that the chairman has not yet moved for that. And so, look, Chairman, we got like 3.5 minutes here. I mean, let's just do the impeachment. I mean, why continue to waste millions of dollars of the taxpayers' money if we're going to impeach because you believe you've shown he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor? What are you waiting on? Let's just do it. I mean, by the way, we got Chairman Jordan here also, the double chairman. Why?
Calling, calling they bluff. Calling they bluff. Come on. Let's do it right now, then. If he need to be impeached, let's do it right now. Let's bring up the charge right now. Let's go ahead and get it over with.
Yeah, y'all want to do it fucking what, a month and a couple of weeks for the nigga finna get out? That's the same thing
Mm-hmm.
they did to Trump.
Mm-hmm.
They dragged that impeachment all the way till it was time for him to get out, and then did it on the back end. Like, what the fuck? I ain't even president no more.
Right. Still, and then still double back and became president again on their ass. That's
But you know what's crazy too?
yo, that's
It's
crazy.
this. It's the same way with the rappers. Oh, let's
Mm-hmm.
convict the rappers, but nobody ever goes at the record label. So
So
let's convict the fucking president, but let's not go at the House of Congress. Let's not go at the what you call it, the treasury. Let's not go at
mhm.
the fucking founding fathers. Let's not go at them, but let's go at the president, the one that we control. So we knew all this anyways. There's no way, bro. A nigga put 5 million on a nigga head and you not questioning where the fuck the money went. You remember when that fucking what was it, 400 million just went missing all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
And then that shit happened before. Niggas don't even remember that. Before fucking 9/11, that shit happened. It was, oh, we can't find some money at the Pentagon. All of a sudden, the Pentagon get hit. So now we ain't got to account for it anyways. Come on, bro. You know how we get this shit? Because we niggas. Everybody else, they don't deal with shit like this on a day to day. So they can't. I can't believe. Yeah, you can't. This shit go on in the hood all day. Motherfuckers say, oh, we gonna
Fact.
rob this nigga and then send a blitz over there after we rob him. So they gonna think it's the blitz and they want us robbing him. I heard that's how Fat Pat got killed.
See?
Nigga took some money. Nigga robbed a dope dealer, bro. Nigga robbed a dope dealer, and then the dope dealer got hit, and he was gonna just take the hit. But when they robbed him with his kids. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna kill him just because of that.
Mm.
Why would you kill a rapper? Why would a rapper be robbing somebody and you rapping?
Yeah, sure.
Same thing with what's the name? Same thing with King Von. You got all this money, what you punching on a nigga for? Don't make sense. Make perfect sense. That's why it makes sense now. I'm trying to become president. Who in my way? Oh, Trump doing it. All right, get him out the way.
Get him out the
Whatever y'all
way.
do. Now
But
it kind of makes sense.
exactly.
All these hits coming at the president and shit. Maybe them hoes is paid hits.
Hmm.
Maybe it's like I said the first time, niggas need to go get some fucking mercenaries and do the job.
Hey, in this world, bro, you got to cover your tracks a lot better, bro. Ain't nothing could be nothing is safe out here, bro. I'm telling you, bro, like the criminal age is over with, bro. If you
That
ain't
shit's
talking in
been
sign
over.
language or blinking your eyes or some crazy shit,
It don't even that shit don't even fucking matter because at this
they fuck
point,
around, find a translator for that shit.
but at this point, everybody's so paranoid. You gotta know once you do the hit, niggas gonna kill you just to make sure you don't say nothing. You can
You
be
don't say
loyal as
shit,
fuck. Look at
right?
I remember I watched the first season of what was that? Power when it first came out.
Hmm.
And he killed Roller. And that shit made me mad because I like Roller. But Roller was like, nigga, you don't want to kill me. Who got you doing this shit? Oh, that nigga Kanan. You still fuck with that nigga after all this time. He like, oh, Kanan, my friend. Now I don't know what happened after that because I don't watch it no more. But I'm pretty sure Kanan backdoored fucking Ghost. So
He
that's my
tried to.
point. Yeah, get that nigga out the way, bro. Cause you know I'm looking out for you the whole time. I'ma backdoor you too.
Hmm.
I'm glad shit play out like this, bro. I'm so glad because it shows like nigga, all that loyalty, all that bull. You in the streets, my nigga. Like I said, Biden ain't no fucking citizen. Once you put hits on people, bro, you're not a fucking citizen.
Once you motherfucking making transactions underneath the radar where they can't be traced and shit like that, like big boy transactions, that's criminal activity. Once once you allow your son to come in, sniff a line and in the White House and sniff a line, that's criminal activity, bruh. You can't even smoke on their premises, I think like you can't even smoke on their premises type shit. You to me and
That's what
tell
I'm
me
saying.
you bringing in some cocaine and bumping a line in that motherfucker. Come on,
Nah, he was cooking that shit. They just didn't find that. They ain't want to say that because they
man.
don't want that narrative of, oh, your nigga. I don't give a fuck. Every time somebody bring up Hunter Biden, that is crackhead. I don't care because they do it to us. It
Yeah,
wasn't. It wasn't an academic when we was out here going through that shit. But when they go through it, oh, it's sad. No, it's not. It's
yeah.
not. Your son is a fucking crackhead, and I find it ironic. You were so hard on drugs and all that shit, and now your
Right.
son is a fucking crackhead.
Hmm.
And I'm surprised fucking Trump ain't saying nothing about it. Because me, nigga, I be like, man, how the fuck this nigga gonna do anything with drugs? He can't even get his son under control. Your
Shit.
son out here selling secrets for crack, bro.
Man,
Them
hey,
countries don't even have crack. They like, man, I give you the shit to make it, but I can't just, nigga, what?
wait,
We don't even
wait,
do coke over here.
let's get back in. Let's get back into it, bro. Wait till you hear the rest of this shit. Once old boy go off, is I think somebody else gonna do another joint, and bro, it's crazy. This shit wild.
Why aren't you guys calling for the vote in your committee? When is it going to happen? When can we tell the American people you're going to stop wasting their money and just call for the vote on impeachment?
Gentlemen, yield. Gentlemen, yield.
Sure.
We don't do snap impeachments like you guys. We actually do the facts. We do oversight
So
according to the
you're
Constitution.
never going to call for it. You're never going to call for it. I mean,
Now you can
2
predict.
months?
You can predict the future. How
But
do you know?
You guys only have 6 more months probably in power, right, until the election. So are you going to do it in 2 months? You're going to do it in 3 months? Like, tell the American people.
Does the Constitution put a time limit on oversight?
So
I don't think I didn't read that in the Constitution.
If you believe you can't call for the impeachment now, then what you're admitting is you haven't yet proven that he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor. You haven't proven it yet. Otherwise, you would call for it, I assume.
We're doing our work.
Okay, so they haven't proven it, right? They haven't proven he committed a high crime and misdemeanor. Otherwise, we would call for impeachment. So I just, look, the chairman knows me well. I mean, I'm just here to help him, right? And so I just think we should do it today. Let's just call for it. I'll make the motion, Mr. Chairman. I want to help you out. You can second it, right? Like, make the motion to impeach President Biden. Go ahead. It's your turn. You second it. No, nothing. Okay, we got nothing. So I want to, with my last couple minutes, show the American people that they're never going to impeach Joe Biden. It's never going to happen because they don't have the evidence. Okay, this is a show. It's all fake. They just want to do these hearings. It's not leading to impeachment. They're lying to their base on Newsmax and Fox, leading these people to believe that they're going to eventually impeach the president. It's not going to happen at all, ever. Period. They don't even have the votes, even if they had it in committee. They don't have the votes on the floor. They know that. They got members resigning rather than taking a vote on the fake faux impeachment. Just ask Ken Buck, who said the speaker ain't going to get me to take an unconstitutional impeachment vote. I mean, boy. I mean, so look, I mean, if these hearings were a success, right? If what we've been doing for the last 15 months had convinced the American people that Joe Biden committed a high crime and misdemeanor, you can be damn sure they would have called the vote by now, right? But they want it to go on. They either want it to go on because they don't have the evidence.
Are you asking me a question?
No, I'm just looking at you.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to talk to me, we can talk.
Well, no, I think you haven't read recent data that shows the American people are well aware of the Biden's corruption.
Perfect. So then ask the chairman why he hasn't called for impeachment, Tony. He's right here. Ask Comer. Hey, Comer, how come you haven't called for impeachment? I'll do it. Watch. Hi, I'm Tony. Hey, chairman, how come you haven't called for impeachment? When are we going to have the hearing? When is the vote going to happen? I mean, you believe it. He believes it. He says it every day on TV. I just don't know when we're going to have the vote. I mean, just let's.
You're making the mockery out these fools, bro.
Boy, that nigga popping that shit, boy.
Tango, Foxtrot, Whiskey.
He said, fuck all that, nigga. We get right to it. What you gonna do?
Yeah. What you trying to do, bro? We gonna impeach this nigga or what, bro? Just say it. Let's go. I'm with it. I'm with all the shits right now. Let's go.
And that's what people don't see, bro. Them niggas being that court. Man, when I had court nigga to wait on white folks, I'm like, man, they talking like my damn. They over here like, I must have some beef or something, but nigga, my freedom is on the line, my nigga. Ain't no yes sir and yo sir. Come on, cuz you not gonna give him. He ain't got no. I'm like, hold on, bro. You gotta be talking like that, bro. Don't piss these folks off. But see, like he said, come on, bro. You can talk to me, nigga. What's up?
I mean, hey.
But that's they feel. Just like we'll get in this bitch and we'll pop they shit. We'll pop our shit and they be looking like, man, you niggas talking like they finna fight the whole time. We like, come on, we just talking. This will make you take a plea deal.
This is why I was trying to explain to my little cousin. It was like, bro, see, you gotta learn how to talk, and you can still express how you feel, but you gotta learn how to talk without being enraged and showing that you enraged. Like you can talk to a person and straight shit on the person just by talking to them.
Yeah,
Look at what
especially
he
with us
doing.
being black men.
Yeah, look at what he doing, bro. Hey, Tony. Look, I'm gonna do it right now. Hey, Tony. Look. Yeah, Councilman. Mom, I'm this person, and we gonna preach this guy. Oh no, it ain't nothing. Yo, he straight shitting on these guys. Yo, making both of them look like a fucking fool, bro. Like y'all. He little. This is what we call being little boy. He little boy, y'all, right now.
Yeah, he's son that nigga.
Yeah, he straight sunning them. Let's get back to it.
Let's just go.
Are you asking me to hold
we
the
can
vote?
save.
I'm
No,
not
I just
sure.
like looking at you. We can save. We can save the taxpayers millions of dollars. So I mean, look, I used all of my time to show that this vote is never going to happen because they have no evidence on Joe Biden. I yield back.
Gentleman's time's expired. Chair now recognizes Miss Luna from Florida for 5 minutes.
Mr. Parnas, I want to read to you a few quotes from a letter that you wrote to the House Oversight Committee. First, you said that I will remind you that Solchesky's answers are in the report that the House Oversight Committee published. In this document, he stated that Hunter Biden was never asked or assigned to speak with anyone in the U.S. on behalf of Burisma. Mr. Parnas, are you aware that according to Amos Hochstein, a U.S. State Department official, in a transcribed interview with the Senate, Hunter Biden requested to have a meeting with him in November of 2015. Mr. Hochstein testified that he met with Hunter Biden and they spoke about Burisma. So yes or no, that statement that you made to House Oversight was incorrect?
The statement was correct because that statement.
Yes or no?
The statement is coming
So are you
from the
saying yes,
words
it
of
was?
CEO Burisma.
It's directly
This was his
conflicting with
answer. Those were
testimony.
not-
Next question.
That was not
There
my
were no
answers.
political
Those
or
answers
lobbying
from the
firm
CEO
efforts on behalf
Burisma.
of Burisma in your statement that you made to House Oversight. Mr. Parnas, are you aware that Burisma's engagement of Blue Star Strategies, which was a lobbying firm that was lobbying the U.S. government on behalf of Burisma, and Mykola Zlochevsky, and according to Sally Painter and Karen Turmatano, the heads of Burisma. So that statement, again, that you wrote to this committee was incorrect, yes or no?
No, you're incorrect because
No,
like I
that
said,
is incorrect.
no,
You're directly conflicting with that. My final question for you, Mr.
the answers were
Parnas,
given
is
by,
next
not
you
by
wrote that
me, by
nobody from the
CEO
company of
Burisma.
Burisma has ever spoken to Joe Biden. It's okay, Chairman, I got him. Mr. Parnas, Devin Archer testified to this committee that Vadim Pecharsky, the corporate secretary of Burisma, sat down for dinner with Joe Biden. So that statement also was incorrect that you wrote to this committee, yes or no?
No, it's not incorrect.
Mr. Chairman, I think this witness's credibility is shot. I'd like to give the remaining of my time to the amazing representative from Florida, Representative Matt Gaetz.
Objection, so ordered. Now the chair recognizes Mr. Gates from Florida.
You're a serious business person, Mr. Bobulinski, right?
I am.
Unlike the convicted felon next to you, you've served in the military, right?
Correct.
You've done big deals.
Correct.
Complicated deals.
With the YouTube Music app, you can blend up to...
He said, he said it was a convicted felon up there, right? That's crazy that these motherfuckers could be in power and still be convicted felons and all that shit. I'll tell you,
But a
these white.
convicted felon can't vote,
Mm-hmm. Well,
but
see,
he could be in a
white
position of
collar,
power.
yeah, white collar crimes, bro, is different from like the common thief, bro.
I found that funny how nobody brought that up. A nigga that is a 37 convicted time felon is running for president, but a nigga that's a one-time felon can't vote for him. Nobody brought that up. But no, we gotta do for Trump. It's like, dog, I can't believe y'all still falling for this shit. Like, I really can't. These niggas really playing in y'all face.
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
And they
Real
get mad
talk.
at us talking about y'all ain't voting, you ain't doing your right for this country, bro. This country don't do shit for me. Ain't done shit for me. Them motherfuckers still owe me. What is you talking about?
The famous line, boy. The famous line. We fought 400 years of slavery for that, bro. Miss me,
To
bro.
vote. That's insane. What the they fought 400 years, nigga wasn't even voting back then. Fucking women couldn't even vote. Fuck is niggas talking about?
Man.
Oh, it's like, bro, every time a motherfucker try to bring some shit up, it's just look at it, bro, and then be like, this is what you trying to be a part of. I don't want to be a part of that shit. Them people don't want, bro, them niggas, dog, when them niggas gave them folks rights, them immigrants rights that we don't even have, and y'all still trying to be cool with them.
That sealed the deal right there.
Talking about why black men ain't out here voting. I don't know why black men out here getting killed and wrongly convicted. Nobody's asking that question.
Hmm.
But you want me to come and vote for a new slave master? Get the fuck out of here. This man said you sitting right next to a felon. Y'all both sitting in the same building, but one of y'all is a felon, which we didn't even know one of y'all was a felon until he said that. Niggas better wake up, bro. Niggas better wake the fuck up.
Hey, all right. So B sent me some shit that Trump said more white people are killed by police than
I
black
don't
people.
care.
Yo, see the thing is people mad about that. Fuck are you mad about that for? That's actually
Nobody
fact,
should be getting killed
bro.
by the police, number one.
No, that bro, but that's facts, bro. That's
It
fact.
is, but that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
Is like, does
white
that,
people
does,
crash out
does
on police all the time, bro.
yes, they do. But that's what I'm saying. Me and you talked offline about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Police pull up to, they was just talking to these people. They pulled up to their house, they killed them. Them white
Yeah.
folks killed them police. So, but I'm glad B said that, and he sent you that because everybody be like, "Oh, white people get killed more," but that's not. It's like you got say your whole leg fucked up, right? And it's like,
Mm,
well, I got a band-aid right here, but the rest of your leg still fucked up. So it's like, dog, okay, since more people get killed, since they get killed by the police more than us, does that change that the way we live? Does that change that we still didn't get our just due? That's why I don't bake my conversation on that because people always do that. We get killed by the police more than y'all. Well, me personally, I feel like nobody should be getting killed by the police.
I'm just saying how we get killed by the police and how white people get killed by the police is two different
White
kind of
people, yes, bro, because if they get killed by the police, it's because they done killed one of them. And they'll still be like, come on, Johnny, put the gun down, man.
It was justified they had to put
How
his
many
ass
times these motherfuckers
or
done
should
killed
be
innocent
unjustified.
people and still went to jail in
Right.
custody? Went to Burger King and all type of shit before they went to jail.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
you'll
Like
come and
our
tackle
kill
us. We
our
we getting our
killings
ass whooped, and
our
you'll come
killings
beat
is
us.
unjustified. Their killings be justified. They gotta put that motherfucker down. They
That's
don't
a
not
great way to put it.
they don't have to put us down, bro. Like we seen numerous of times we was already trying to get down and the nigga just shot because nigga was trying to get down. Like, bro, you told me to get down. I'm trying to get on the ground.
You remember that Fruitville Station movie? It was
Mhm.
about it was a real situation. I just don't remember the dude's name, but he was just standing there, bro. And the police like, you put your hands on. He like, hold on, bro, I didn't do nothing. And they done shot this man all up in his back and killed him,
Mm.
and he didn't even do nothing. So, like you said, and you put it perfectly. We get killed unjustifiably.
Mhm.
A lot of the time, we don't even be doing shit. Like I found it funny with that whole George Floyd shit. This nigga big as fuck, and y'all got one nigga on this dude, and then you
Hmm.
wonder why you want to say, "Oh, we couldn't control him." I see why. It's only one person on this motherfucker.
Man.
You got Sandra Macy. She ain't do nothing. You shot that woman all in her face over some boiling water. That's what I'm saying. But this motherfucking white boy done killed 15 folks, and you still trying to talk it out.
Man.
Jeffrey Dahmer didn't die. He died in
This,
prison. That's
this
because
is
somebody killed him.
this is the land we live in, bro. It's
Shit,
the
I
land.
know. This shit ain't confusing to me. I know what it is.
Hell yeah.
I know where I'm at. I know the people I'm around, all that. And I don't live in fear. Because I live under that law. You don't bother nobody, nobody won't bother you. And if somebody bother you, then it's justified to handle that. Regardless of I go to jail or I get killed, whatever, I know I ain't do nothing. Motherfucker can't bother me.
Real talk. Let's
But
get
like
back.
B said, I'm glad B said that though, because that's a
Yeah,
good point.
hell yeah. So yeah, salute the B, bro. Salute the B. I'm glad he sent that shit, bro, because that was that was right on time. That was right on time. Hold up, hold up.
right?
Correct.
And so what I'm trying to figure out is when you came to realize that you showed up at the wrong party. Because you kind of strike me as a guy who showed up to do a legitimate business deal and you ended up instead at a bribe. And so as you're looking at CEFC, as you're having this meeting with Joe Biden, as Hunter Biden is introducing you to his web of contacts, when did you go from serious businessman Tony Bobulinski working to make a buck in a capitalist system to a guy worried that you had been unwittingly ensnared into Hunter and Joe Biden's bribe operation with the Chinese Communist Party?
I appreciate the question. It wasn't an aha moment. It was more of a process. I am a serious businessman, demonstrated by the different deals I've done around the world and the success of them. But it started, remember, the Biden family wasn't my entry into this. James Gilliar, who I'd known for over 10 years, who traveled the world doing business, kept trying to get me involved. I really had no interest. I sat down in the spring of 2017 to walk through things, and then I quickly put together two businesses, Sinohawk and Oneida. After the meetings in Los Angeles with Hunter and Joe Biden, it started to sort of, bells and whistles started to go off when Jim Biden used the term plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability is the first moment, straight from the lips of Jim Biden, right on the heels of your discussion with Joe Biden, where you start to think, this might not be legit.
Correct. And my lawyers at the time could attest to that because I reached out to them saying, listen, I'm a former naval officer. I held a Q security clearance. I couldn't collect, somebody couldn't take me to dinner for $50. This just does not make sense to me.
But you proceed, and then later this thing starts to get a lot uglier. What's the moment you go from, okay, your spidey senses are up, you're analyzing this, to now you know this is a crime that you are bearing witness to?
The end of July, when the Biden family put them right front and center in the middle of a $9 billion transaction between the Russian state-owned.
9 billion. 9 billion.
Well,
Crazy.
we was making that joke. I heard before I got on this live, motherfucker said Biden was gonna give whoever that country we've been giving money to, they say he was gonna give him like another billion or something before he leave. And I'm like,
Ukraine.
yeah, that's it. Like you, and he was like, you gotta make this work because nigga, I'm coming up. Trump said he ain't giving y'all shit. So I'm like,
Right.
who the fuck is signing off on this shit, bro?
Right.
Because all this shit is fucking favor for favor.
Hmm.
That's all it is, bro. Trump, you motherfucking you immigrants, you Mexicans, you non-black people, you got played on. And now you want to say, oh, black people, what do we do? Nigga, fuck you. Because if we want to be honest, we could really blame y'all coming over here taking all the jobs. That's what Trump meant when he said black jobs. The jobs that we usually have, y'all took them from us.
Right.
And then you
That's why.
wonder why we in the street shooting shit up.
That's why I told. That's why I said in that live, yo, black people, y'all shut the fuck up and sit the fuck back somewhere. This ain't the time y'all want to be motherfucking being all loud and y'all, man, shut the fuck up and sit back. We ain't got the for once. We ain't got the motherfucking radar on us, bro. And y'all gonna keep being vocal and loud. Y'all gonna put the fucking radar. It's already happening. It's
Yeah,
already
that's why
happening.
niggas can't get money. Because you know what happened when niggas get money? Taxes go up. Oh, y'all over there get money? Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all whole block interest rate higher than a bitch now. Because y'all get money, right? Y'all must want to pay taxes since y'all getting all this money.
Right. Shut the fuck up and sit back somewhere. Just this time, yeah, I mean, Shit, segregate, motherfucker.
No, for
Segregate.
real.
You know what I mean? Fuck all that integration shit. Nah, segregate. Fuck that. Go do your own thing. It's time you go do your own thing at this point in time, bruh. Because guess what? Y'all done fucked up the pattern. See, I told motherfuckers for a jump. Let the motherfucker do both his turns back to back. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
so we can motherfucking see who our next candidate will be, and then we can determine, yeah, I mean, which route we want to go from there. But no, niggas want to be niggas. Oh no, fuck that. They want to be all fast. They want to rush. You want to rush through motherfucker? No, fuck that. No. All right.
No,
So
Trump
that
racist, but Biden said if you
man.
don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Oh man.
I ain't heard Trump say no shit like that. He could have, but I ain't heard it.
He coulda.
And I ain't voting, so it don't fucking matter. That was my whole thing, bro. Why y'all so invested in this shit? Y'all really think y'all vote matter that much?
If your vote mattered that much, let's see what happens when you don't vote. Say you don't like neither one of the candidates. Neither one of the candidates is both candidates are ass. Okay. So we got one ass cheek and then we got another ass cheek. Then why the fuck we gonna pick one of the ass cheeks? Oh nah, see, I'm gonna pick the right ass cheek because the right ass cheek is just it more symmetrical and it has less stretch marks on it.
You
But
put both ass cheeks on the toilet. I ain't seen motherfucker. I'm just gonna put this one ass on cheek. Bro, they both gonna give you shit every time.
every time, bruh. Every time, bruh. So that's why I'm saying, bruh, like you should just let this now what happens is you have it going one way and then boom, just like that. Yeah, I mean, you done changed the power. Now motherfucker done changed everything up. So now that shit crashes. And then boom, okay, now we go put the guy that we originally had back in there because we see that the person that they want to put in there is not fit. So let's put him back in there. Well, guess what? He's not ready to do what y'all need, what y'all think he's gonna do. He only got 4 fucking years.
And he gotta fix the fucking mess that wouldn't have been no mess if y'all would have just let him stay there.
Exactly.
So now I'm working behind. And I got a motherfucking felony now.
And
So I gotta
and
fix that
truth
shit.
and truth be told, if I technically if I was Donald Trump, I wouldn't even fuck with y'all from the
I
jump.
wouldn't.
Cause niggas was out that bitch talking about fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Dancing and all that shit.
Talking about building a wall. I told y'all.
Y'all, oh, that
But
man racist. He talking about building the wall. No, see, that's fucked up because he talking about building the wall and making them pay for that shit. Yeah, why not? Why the fuck would we pay for it? Why?
paying
Why?
for we paying for a war that we ain't even in right now.
That don't even make sense. I gotta build the wall, and then I'm gonna charge y'all extra tax money to build this wall when these motherfuckers is coming over here eating off of us for free and taking the money back down there. Nah, use that money that you took down there to build that fucking wall. And see, if I was president, I ain't even gonna cap. If I was president, my first act of the presidency is, nigga, I'm taking over Mexico. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Man, I don't even give a fuck. I'm going, hey, this shit mine, bro. I'm taking over Mexico, bro.
Why you
They
think we get why you
they
think
got shit.
Texas is
They
one of the places that get all the motherfucking bro, this place is built on drug money because we fuck with the cartel. That's what
that's
I
what
was
I'm
saying about
saying.
Greg Abbott and motherfucking whatever that other nigga name is.
Bro, they
Ted
part of
Cruz.
us, bro. They part of USA. At this point in time, bro, they been part of USA. I'm taking it over, bro. Mexico is now USA, bro. So we got this and that. We gonna make this shit one big joint, bro. And yeah, bro. I don't care if y'all don't like it or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I got bombs and shit. Y'all don't got fighter jets and shit like I got. Y'all got some shit, but you ain't got as much shit as I got.
Mexico don't even have a government.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got ground troops. I don't
Yo,
got
your motherfucking mayors keep getting killed and shit by the cartel. So if I'm finna fight anybody, it's gonna be the cartel.
exactly.
And we all about Trump about some money. So it's like, nigga, we ain't even gotta go to war. If we could just get an understanding,
Hey,
then
thank
I'm
you.
good.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. If we really took over Mexico, bro, do you know how strong that would be on the U.S. side? But see,
I
we
never
over
understood why we just don't come together and shit. We already right there
because
anyways.
because bro, USA, like Bobby said a long time ago, USA is not a fucking land where we just live at and we thrive. And nah, this is a corporation. We live in a corporation. It's like we live at work,
Yeah.
basically. Like you go to UPS, well, not UPS, Amazon. You go there to work. Yeah, I mean, but you don't never go home. You just go in your cubicle, go to sleep, take your shower, and then as soon as you wake back up and walk out the door, you right back in Amazon.
It's the country that never sleeps.
Hmm.
Yep, you're right.
It made me think of that skit from that dude was like getting off work, be like, and then he ran, and then he
Oh
went to
hell
jump on
yeah.
the bed, and then he landed on the boxes and shit. My man was like, no, 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 it's bedtime. It's bedtime. I just clocked out. I just like, nah, this is exactly how USA is, bro.
Oh, that's
We
real.
don't, yeah. Let's get back into it.
Energy company Rosneft and CFC, a surrogate for the Chinese Communist Party.
And was there ever a time in the deals you were involved in where you started to see the money move around the legitimate business enterprise and toward the pockets of the Bidens?
Well, the challenge, Mr. Gates, with that is at the time they moved the money, right? You guys have the text messages where Hunter Biden shook down Director Zhang, but I was not aware of that. I spent a year asking questions of, this doesn't make sense to me. Where's the money? I stepped in and had lawyers work to dissolve the two entities. I didn't know until years later that they had defrauded me. They had gotten paid all this money and all this craziness. The amount of
It
facts.
just seems pretty simple. This is either a bribe or a business.
It was a bribe from the Chinese Communist Party.
And
I don't say that lightly. There's 1,200 pages, 8 days of testimony in the Southern District of New York. I encourage everyone watching me, hearing me say this, they're publicly available. Go read them. Our Department of Justice outlines in intimate detail the corruption and bribes that CFC was deploying to political officials all over the world.
It wasn't
so
just in
I'm
the
here
United
to
States.
believe that they did this in every other country, but with the Biden family, it was pristine. It was an actual clean business. That's absurd.
And you came to know that, and that's when you blew the whistle, right? That's when you started to get worried when you saw Joe Biden.
I stepped away from it. There's the whistleblowers. I can't give them kudos enough for the bravery and the risk they put their family in. They publish stuff where I am voicing the concern of the Rosneft deal.
And you
directly to
animated
them.
your concerns when you saw that this wasn't just a corrupt bribe, a corrupt business deal happening to a guy who used to be vice president. When you see that Joe, everyone's made a big deal like you're a bad guy, that you showed up at the debate, or you're trying to give life to these facts that you've observed, that it's so bad that you did that during a political contest. But observing this, it kind of seems like it would be unpatriotic for you to stay quiet.
Of course.
And so, I mean, Joe Biden running for president clearly motivated the Chinese to consummate this bribe. Did it also motivate you?
Well, I didn't want to go public. I wanted to simply unload all the facts, personal experiences. It's funny, there's 18 people on this committee with law degrees, including, I think, Mr. Swalwell. Evidence, firsthand testimony, is the most powerful evidence you have. I've given it, Mr. Galanis has given it, along with a whole host of other witnesses. Then, on top of that, I have thousands of documents and pages of legals and stuff
Well,
like that.
that's what's
I
interesting,
wanted to
Mr.
simply
Bobulinski.
give this information.
Yeah, but that's
Congressmen
the
and
thing.
senators.
No
and
one
let them do
questioned
their
any of
job.
your facts. No one brought a single piece of evidence that even for a moment discredited any of the truthful testimony that you've given us.
No,
I see
they
my
did
time's
not.
expired. I yield back.
Mr. Tony Bobulinski. Mr. Bobulinski was a business partner of Hunter Biden in a joint venture between a Chinese energy entity, CEFC. Mr. Bobulinski sat for a transcribed interview with the committee on February 13, 2024. Mr. Lev Parnas. Mr. Parnas was not a business associate of the Biden family. Mr. Parnas is an entrepreneur, a political activist, and an author. And Mr. Jason Galanis. Mr. Galanis was a business partner of Hunter Biden. Mr. Galanis sat for a transcribed interview with this committee on February 23, 2024. We asked the Bureau of Prisons to make him available in person today. They would only provide Mr. Galanis for virtual testimony. Notably, Mr. Galanis applied for CARES Act home confinement, and after a lengthy approval process, was approved for home confinement on June 9, 2023. On June 12, 2023, I issued a subpoena to Devin Archer for testimony. On the following day, June 13, 2023, Mr. Galanis' approval was reversed as a result of Department of Justice's intervention. So Mr. Galanis has remained in a federal prison facility. He is currently in Montgomery, Alabama. Mr. Galanis, can you please state for the record who else is in the room with you?
Yes, Chairman, my counsel and advisor, Mark Paletta, and Nicholas Wise.
Thank you. Pursuant to
Damn, my nigga, my nigga called her from the cell. That's wild. They summoned that man in the cell, bruh.
Yeah, you still testifying, nigga. What
You
you thought
still
this
testing
was?
right? That's crazy, man.
You know what's crazy, bro? It's just it's about time. Cause all this shit, this all back to before YouTube. Back when niggas used to tell you these conspiracy theorists and shit. We was like, man, these niggas crazy. But life was good. Like I saw
We
somebody,
was
I think it was that
naive,
nigga
bruh.
Phantom. Yeah, that nigga Phantom. No, it wasn't Phantom. It was one of them niggas. And he was like, it's sad that you don't realize what you got until you ain't got it no more. And that's what happened to this country. Like, bro, them two, man, I feel bad for motherfuckers that didn't get to like feel the 2000s.
Right.
Cause that shit, it was like, dog, shit like this was the last thing on our mind. Like, life was just so good. It was like, man, I don't give a fuck if we had, nigga, we was at war and niggas you didn't even feel that shit. Like, niggas still out here, like, just living day to day, bro. Go in the store and get shit for $1 and shit. Like,
Hell yeah, bruh.
but now we at that time to where it's like, all right, y'all been on top for a minute. Like I said, these other countries, saw nigga, you know how many people, you know how many countries we done fucked over, killed their leaders and all type of shit, Gaddafi and shit. Niggas that actually was trying to do good. Gaddafi was like, man, you gotta pay to go to school, you ain't gotta do nothing, nigga.
That's why I try to tell motherfuckers, bro. Like, hey, you think just because you living over there doing what you doing, you ain't paying attention to what they got going on? You think that a missile is just gonna go over your house? No, when we get bombed, bro. They not gonna care who is over nowhere.
Cause
They're
we
not
didn't
gonna
care when
care.
we dropped bombs on that shit.
Exactly,
You
bro.
want to talk about they over there killing babies. You think we wasn't killing babies when we was in Afghanistan and shit? So it's sad when somebody else do it, but when we do it, well, it's part of war. Nah, fuck that.
We gonna be the casualties of war.
Yeah.
If we don't fight for our shit, if we don't hold our shit and hold our ground, and live by, yeah, I mean, like the amendments that was already there, bro. Yeah, we gonna motherfucking, yeah, we gonna perish.
No, we are. We definitely are. And that's our just do.
Hmm.
Cause all that naive, I don't like the naive shit, bro. Oh, they over there killing babies and women and shit. What the fuck do you think we did when we was over there?
What you think happens in war?
At least that shit is kind of justified. We would just draw over there. We just went over there dry.
Yeah, just randomly just was fucking shit up, fucking up the whole natural process of everything. We ain't ask y'all for help. That's how they looking at it. We ain't ask y'all for help. Fuck is y'all over here for? We coming to help y'all. What? We ain't asked for help, nigga.
So,
We
like,
been living fine.
this is my thing. If voting is so important, we ain't voting to see how much money do we can send these countries and shit. We not voting to see who can come in this country, or we can vote who can be president. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
We voting for all the wrong shit.
All the wrong shit.
Let's get back to it.
Committee Rule 9G, the witnesses will please stand and raise their right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Let the record show that the witnesses all answered in the affirmative. Thank you. You all may be seated. We appreciate you all being here today and look forward to your testimony. Let me remind the witnesses that we have read your written statements and they will appear in full in the hearing record. Please limit your oral statements to 5 minutes. As a reminder, please press the button on the microphone in front of you so that it is on and members can hear you. When you begin to speak, the light in front of you will turn green. After 4 minutes, the light will turn yellow. And when the red light comes on, your 5 minutes is expired, and we would ask that you would please wrap it up as quickly as possible. I now recognize Mr. Bobulinski for his opening statement.
Should I allow Hunter to give his opening statement first?
Doesn't appear Mr. Biden showed up for his public hearing, so we'll recognize you, Mr. Bobulinski.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, ranking members, and members of Congress, good morning. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you and present my truthful testimony to the American people. I sit here today under oath for one reason and one reason only. The American people deserve to hear the truth. Though the truth involving the deep corruption of the Biden family, including the malfeasance of the sitting president of the United States, might be raw and unpleasant, the American people must hear it. You're presented here today with two narratives in this investigation. A false one being pushed by Joe Biden, a serial liar and fabulous, now under this impeachment investigation for public corruption. His brother, Jim Biden, a 75-year-old man who can't keep his lies straight, including under oath. And his son, Hunter Biden, a chronic drug addict facing 2 indictments with 12 counts. You also have before you the truth, confirmed by multiple Biden family business partners over many years and backed up by mountains of irrefutable evidence, including text messages, emails, documents, recordings. I am the only Biden family business partner with an impeccable military record. I'm grateful that this country has given me the freedom to be successful. I worked hard to become independently wealthy. I've taken several businesses public, sold multiple businesses to some of the world's best private equity firms. In fact, my business success is why they sought me out. However, what they have done is repugnant to me. I am here today because I'm a patriot and I'm a truth teller. We keep hearing from certain corners that our democracy is at risk and democracy is on the ballot in 24. Yet the same people preaching this mantra know better. They continue to lie directly to the American people without hesitation and remorse. Rep. Dan Goldman and Jamie Raskin, both lawyers, and Mr. Goldman, a former prosecutor with the S.1 from New York, will continue to lie today in this hearing and then go straight to the media to tell more lies. Hunter Biden's defense attorney, Abby Lowell, weaponizes letters to Congress to try to smear my name
Mr. Chairman.
misstate the cold hard facts
Mr. Chairman.
in an attempt to save his powerfully connected client and his father. I challenge Mr. Lowell to make those claims on national television so he can be held accountable for his lies. Prior to my successful business career, I was an officer in the United States Navy. At Navy's elite Naval Nuclear Power Training Command, I later served as the command's chief technology officer.
Please proceed. I apologize for the disruption from the.
Okay. Am I supposed to say it's my time, Mr. Raskin?
Yeah. But please, Mr. Bobulinski, please
Okay.
come to order. Mr. Bobulinski, please proceed.
Okay.
Please proceed. I apologize for the disruption from the minority.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Chairman, save his time, but he called members of this committee liars, and I just want to know whether the order and decorum requirements of House Rule 11 apply to witnesses appearing before the committee.
All right.
Does it apply or does it not?
Should I address? I don't. Huh.
There's decorum from the members. We've asked for that. There's no language that I'm aware of pertaining to a witness.
Yeah. Thank you.
So don't make sure we didn't waste any of his time on the opening statement. Mr. Bobulinski, I'm sorry for the disruption. Please continue your opening statement.
I think you, Mr. Raskin, used.
We'll make sure it's right. We'll make sure.
Okay, great. I just want to restate, make sure the American people hear all these facts. Abby Lowell weaponizes letters to Congress to try to smear my name and misstate the cold hard facts in an attempt to save his powerfully connected client and his father. I challenge Mr. Lowell to make those claims on national television so he can be held accountable for his lies. Prior to my successful business career, I was an officer for over 6 years in the United States Navy's elite Naval Nuclear Power Training Command as a decorated master training specialist. I later served as the commander's chief technology officer, where I held a huge security clearance from the Department of Energy and the NSA. When I left Nuclear Power Training Command, I was the #1 ranked direct input officer in the entire command. And then I jumped into the business world and public markets. While I have made a few contributions over the years to Democrats, such as Representative Ro Khanna, I don't see him, but I hope he shows up today. He sits on the Democratic side of the Oversight Committee. I'm not a political person. I come from a family with a long history of distinguished service in our nation's military, including my father, both of my grandfathers, and my brother, all of whom were willing to sacrifice their lives for this great country. My sister serves our military vets for 2 decades at the Veterans Administration. We've lived our life as a family in service to this great country. I hope the American people will pay close attention to this hearing. I also hope they will understand that some members of this committee will engage in absurd attacks and efforts to try to deflect attention from the facts. And I will present today by questioning my integrity and my patriotic duty. You may see me speak passionately at this hearing, but for good reason. Not only was I willing to die for this country, every single male member of my immediate family was willing to die for this country. I want to be crystal clear. From my direct personal experience and what I've subsequently come to learn, it is clear to me that Joe Biden was the brand being sold by the Biden family. His family's foreign influence peddling operation from China to Ukraine and elsewhere sold out to foreign actors who are seeking to gain influence and access to Joe Biden and the United States government. Joe Biden was more than a participant in and a beneficiary of his family's business. He was an active, aware enabler who met with business associates such as myself to further the business, despite being buffered by a complex scheme to maintain plausible deniability. I ask this big question. If there's no evidence of corruption here today, if Joe's conduct and the conduct of his family were fully legal and proper, then why are they so dishonest about it? Not just slight misrepresentations of fact, but deep untruths about the entire corrupt enterprise. Hunter Biden gave his transcribed interview on February 28th and lied throughout his testimony. Here's just one egregious example of Hunter's perjury. He lied to the committee on important details concerning his money demands and threats to CFC in text messages on July 30th and 31st, 2017.
Hey, hold up, bro. Hold up. So this real court shit going on. And these motherfuckers ain't showing up to no court dates and they getting court summons and shit, bro. Technically, these niggas is on the run then because, like, don't they get warrants for that? Ain't that shit called a bench warrant? Like, don't you get a warrant put on your head if you don't fucking show up for court?
I guess because we niggas, I don't know, because I could have swore that nigga said Biden had, that nigga didn't show up to court. He said the nigga was a drug addict, and the nigga had 2 federal indictments he was facing.
Man, this motherfucker ain't showing up to no court date. Why they ain't revoked this nigga passport?
Shit, nigga, they gotta be a fucking flight risk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Guaranteed flight risk. Guaranteed flight risk. Man, that's crazy.
It is.
Let's get back to it. So it started over. FYI, it started over. We're watching the beginning. I told you I had rewinded back to where I caught it at from the first time. Where I caught it from the first time was like halfway through. So we're watching the beginning.
He leveraged his father's presence next to him in that infamous text to strong arm CFC to paying Hunter immediately. Jim Biden also lied extensively throughout his transcribed interview on February 21st and perjured himself. An example of that, on page 100 of his transcript, Jim is asked specifically, do you recall having a meeting with Hunter Biden, Tony Bobulinski, and Joe Biden? Jim's response, absolutely not. The committee was so shocked by his perjury that they asked him the same question multiple times. Each time he denied meeting with me and Joe Biden. After the committee showed him text messages confirming that I met with Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and Jim Biden at the Beverly Hilton in May 2017, Jim Biden, with a former U.S. attorney lawyer sitting next to him, still denied that meeting took place. Hunter Biden, in his own transcribed interview, confirmed that that meeting took place. Hunter confirmed his uncle perjured himself in front of this committee. I'm simply here to tell the truth to the American people, and I hope each and every one of you, congressmen and women, give me the opportunity to do that instead of focusing on Russia or smearing my family's name or focusing on facts that are irrelevant today. I yield back.
Thank you. Recognizes the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The ranking member just said that quote, Joe Biden was opposed to corruption. Really? So opposed, he leveraged $1 billion of American tax money to fire the prosecutor in Ukraine who was investigating Zolochevsky at Burisma, the company Hunter Biden sat on the board of. Wow. And the prosecutor who replaced Shokin, that Mr. Parnas referenced in his opening statement, Mr. Lutsenko, guess what he did? He took Zolochevsky off the wanted list and dropped the charges. Wow, he's really, really opposed to corruption there. Mr. Bobulinski, who's the big guy? Joe Biden. Are you sure about that? Because when
Jordan, Joe Biden?
You're sure?
I'm 1,000% sure.
Because when Hunter Biden did his deposition under oath, he said, I don't know who it is, even though he was copied on an email that said H will hold 10% for the big guy. You sure it's the big guy is Joe Biden?
1,000%. And there's other text messages that back that up, that the brave whistleblowers, Shapley and Ziegler, have produced, not from my phones, not from my BlackBerry that I took screenshots from. They took them from subpoenas directly from Apple's iCloud that back up the fact that Hunter knew the big guy was Joe Biden.
The big guy is the brand. The big guy is the lift. The big guy is the one who showed up at golf outings, who took phone calls and meetings and lunches and dinners with Hunter Biden and his business associates. Is that right?
Correct.
Mr. Galanis, you referenced in your opening statement, May 4th, 2014, you were at a party at a restaurant in Brooklyn, New York. Can you tell me who else was there?
Yeah, it was a birthday party, so there were more than 100 people there, but amongst them was Devin Archer, myself, the host, Alex Kuklarski, Yelena Baturna, her husband, and then Hunter Biden joined.
And tell us, I think you referenced a phone call that took place. Tell the committee what happened with that phone call. Who was involved in that phone call?
As I testified in my opening statement, it was Yelena Baturina, her husband, myself, Hunter initiating it, Joe Biden on the speakerphone and Devin Archer.
So there was a little pull aside where that group of people you just described were pulled aside, and Hunter Biden called his father's or called the vice president. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
And then tell me what was discussed on the call.
The discussion that testified it was a relatively short discussion, but it was a discussion about their Yelena and Yuri coming to town. That as they testified specifically, they talked about being good to his boy, and it was. Ended.
Well, let me ask you this.
Mentioning that,
Mr. Gilans, let me ask you this. Did you get the impression Joe Biden was expecting the call?
Yes, to me it was clearly set up ahead of time. It was an arranged call.
So this was arranged, this was coordinated. Hunter Biden calls his father, then vice president, and I think in your deposition he said this, "I'm here with our friends that I told you were coming to town." So it's our friends, and I told you this was going to happen, which suggests that it was most definitely coordinated. Is that accurate?
That's accurate, yes.
And again, can you tell the committee who Miss Baturina is again?
A Russian billionaire, wife of the former mayor of Moscow, served for near 20 years as the mayor.
She's the wealthiest woman in Russia. She'd already given money. She'd already given money to Hunter Biden and his business before this meeting in May, and then subsequent to that meeting, she committed to give more money. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
So subsequent to the coordinated call, the arranged call that Hunter Biden had with the vice president of the United States, the wealthiest woman in Russia commits to give millions of dollars more to Hunter Biden's business. Is that all?
Oh, okay. So now we understand why Russia don't like Biden. So sound like Hunter was out there in Russia dabbling with that chick. Yeah, I mean, he knew he wasn't supposed to. This why she was donating so much money over there to your business like that.
Yeah,
She
you
was
put
over
that
there
dope dick on her. Nigga hit that hoe with that dope dick.
over there laying that shit down on her ass.
Go ahead, nigga, come in there, haul off that dope, nigga. This a billionaire too? Oh yeah. That's why Biden was
You
like, "I
already
treat
know.
my son good."
Hell yeah, they hitting them down together, bruh. Fuck you talking about?
You know, he go over there put that dope dick on her and she don't see him for months and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no,
That's
don't
how.
put no hit on my son. You know, he just go on his little spurts sometimes. How's this nigga in the position? This nigga was in position as a dope fiend, bro. That shit is crazy.
Shit, wow, bro. I'm telling you,
That's
bro.
that really, yeah, my daddy is this nigga. That's why I got all this. Cause what?
And you think, motherfucking, you think we just so bad? Yeah, man. Oh, look at them niggas that smoke weed and y'all talk about weed heads, bruh. These motherfuckers be serious dope fiend, crack heads, coke heads, meth heads, pill heads, all type of motherfucking heads you want to call they ass, bruh. They definitely all the above. These people in
And you
these
know
high
Biden,
places, ranks and shit like that, that's all they do is play with their nose type shit.
you know Biden, like, you don't do business with my son, we going to war with you, nigga. Cause
Bruh.
how was this nigga in that position as a bro? This we ain't talking about a recovering addict. We talking about an active addict touching all this money and all these secrets and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he like, Dad, what you gonna do about Trump? Oh, son, we just gonna do it, man. Fuck that. Put a hit on that nigga,
Put a
bro.
hit on him.
Bro, Hunter Biden was around black folks, bro. So you know he was talking to somebody like, shit, I heard that your dad gonna lose, nigga. Shit, if it was us, nigga, would have been a road on that nigga. Now all of a sudden this nigga getting hit up at speeches and at the golf course and shit. Well,
Man,
I didn't know his son had this much control. That's why I believe the shit now.
his father, bro, you already know his father incompetent, bro. He falling off
That's why
bike.
he like, yeah, that's why he like, oh no, it's all good, Trump. Like we gon' cause I know my son, I know you done got word that my son was out here putting hits on you and shit. But I'm telling you, we good. And we ain't even seeing this nigga missing in action right now.
Huh.
So we don't know what type of time he on.
Boy,
This nigga ain't even showing up
he
to
probably,
court dates.
he probably out there cleaning up loose ends, bro. Y'all better be
What?
careful. You better be careful out here, bro.
I'm waiting on them to arrest the nigga he bought a crack from. Cause I know they know who
Yeah,
he is.
yeah, bro. They gotta know who he is, bro. They
Look at
got
this
to,
nigga pulling up in his fucking 3 cars deep in the hood and shit.
bro. Can you
Cause
imagine?
he do
Like,
crack, bro. So he gonna come to the hood to get the crack. He ain't gonna
exact.
meet you at
How
7-Eleven or something.
fuck no. How you exactly? How does that look, bro? Like, who is you right though? Who the fuck is he getting this shit from? Cause yeah,
I believe
yeah,
he getting that shit from known snitches. Because the only way he gonna be able to get crack, like crack, is whoever is on his detail, they feel comfortable enough with him getting it from that person.
facts.
Cause we niggas, bro. So if I'm breaking it down like this, I know they breaking it down deeper. Like we just can't have this nigga going to anybody. It gotta be somebody
It's gotta
that's
be
willing
some
to lose something. Cause a nigga like
exact.
me, bro, that nigga was to buy dope from me, and I know who your daddy is. Yeah, I might just knock you off just GP. Because the only reason I'm selling this shit is because of your fucking daddy, nigga. So
Mm-hmm.
I already feel a type of way. You
And
gonna bring your white ass to the hood too? Oh yeah, I'm on your top, nigga.
and your daddy already put it in play that nigga. If I get locked up,
I'm
yeah,
going to jail anyways, bro.
when they gonna throw
Because
the
if you
bump.
lose, what happened when y'all lose? You just said it, cleaning up loose ends. You think I'm finna let you kill me? Look what happened to Freeway Rick Ross.
Hmm. Shit.
Man, hell no,
Look
bro.
what
It's either
happened to
kill or be
Frank.
killed.
Look what happened to Franklin and Snowfall, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Man, I'm telling you, bro.
That's the new.
The shit spook.
That's the new thing, bro. Either you kill or be killed, but you gonna die. Somebody's gonna die. You gonna die anyway. So if you kill them, then they're gonna kill. But at least you took somebody with you. You ain't go out like no hoe.
Hmm.
Cause them niggas using the fuck out of you. Whoever's selling that nigga crack right now is shit and bricks.
Bruh, look how many people. Look how many people die on overdose, bro. This nigga taking all types of drugs. This nigga ain't overdosed yet.
Oh no, you know they done hit him with the narco a
Oh,
couple
bruh.
of times. Cause he doing fentanyl. He doing fentanyl, and bruh, it just amazes me that that's that whole niggas want to talk about nepotism with LeBron and his kid. No, nigga, this is nepotism.
Hmm.
This nigga is fucking $1 billion bitch. He's in control of a lot. Bro, this nigga was sitting there with his dad talking about, yeah, put the 5 mil on that nigga head.
I'm
And
telling
then
you,
go back door and say, why the fuck y'all ain't done it yet? He going to
that
prison.
that boy in control. He over there controlling some shit.
They gonna kill him
Oh
because
yeah,
he know too much. And he a dope fiend. That nigga just said in
yeah,
his opening statement,
yeah.
said he's a
Nigga,
dope fiend and he's facing 2 indictments, federal indictments.
nigga on that nigga definitely a loose end. He definitely a loose end.
And then your dad can't run no more. This shit over.
Oh yeah. He wasn't never
So
supposed to win the first time.
exactly.
Y'all scam. Y'all did a lot of scamming to get that motherfucker in there. I'm telling you, they did a lot of scamming. You hear the shit that they had to go through.
Niggas put hits on people, bro. I'm not getting off that shit. Dirk locked up right now for the same shit. And
Real
he ain't
talk.
putting 5 mil on a nigga head.
Hell nah.
He ain't even put 1 mil on a nigga head.
Nowhere near a mill.
And them niggas did that. So I'm trying to understand why this nigga is giving a statement talking about, yeah, they put a hit on me and you still here. Because niggas knew that blew back from Trump, bro. Trump don't hit your ass, bro. He got too many connections.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas don't fuck with Biden like that. That's why I think Biden was paying all that money in protection. It's like, nigga, you wasn't supposed to be fucking with us in the first place.
Hmm.
So now we got you where we want you. Your son is over here doped out. See, now they talking about, oh, we got one of Diddy's freak off tapes. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Them
bro. You
grown
feel me?
folks.
Yeah, I got the list now. We got the list now for y'all. We
So
gon' we
you
gon'
got the list of that, but not the Epstein Island list.
You feel me? You feel me? How y'all got Diddy list that fast, but y'all still ain't got Epstein? And y'all had Epstein list. They said
See,
they
I
had
had
it.
Epstein. And this nigga's on a 24-hour watch and he commits suicide, which means somebody ain't doing their job.
Right.
I ain't heard about no lawsuits. I'll sue the shit out of him. How my nigga on the 24-hour lockdown on watch if somebody's sitting in front of his cell and he commits suicide? In New
Man,
York, out of all places, the
man,
most surveillance place in the country.
I'm telling you.
So we saw Sandra Bland. We saw her tape. We ain't see this nigga tape.
Hmm.
Say, man. I said, niggas want to have a real conversation. We gotta have a real conversation. I don't like that one-sided shit.
Right. Y'all was the motherfuckers quick to bash Trump on it or Trump shit. Look, hey, look, this nigga out here doing some wild shit. At least Trump can just say, look, I just grab bitches by the pussy, bro. That
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Some real shit.
I just grab
If it
bitches by
wasn't,
the pussy, bro.
if it weren't for Obama fucking intimidating that nigga, he would have never ran for president in the first place.
Hmm.
So it's really his fault. You over there feeling them white folks got you feeling yourself. Man, who the fuck is Trump, nigga? You an entertainer. You can't be president. Ah, what?
What?
You must
Right.
forgot about Jimmy Carter, nigga. He was an entertainer too.
Yo, do you know Trump has old videos where he's saying that he would go for president, he'll run for presidency and all that shit. Like, don't think he wasn't pre-planning this shit, bro.
Man, niggas fuck with Trump, bro. Niggas been fucking with Trump since the fucking 80s and 70s. That's why I don't like how,
That's
oh,
why,
when he in
yeah.
a
Where you get
position,
this new
now
shit
it's,
from,
oh, he racist. He wasn't racist when he was at the fucking
bro?
parties. He
He
wasn't racist when
exact.
we was talking about I got money like Trump, up like Donald Trump, all that shit. What
Mm-hmm.
was the racism then?
Motherfuckers quick to talk about, boy. I got that Trump card. I got that Trump card. All right, shit. Now all of a sudden, y'all niggas Trump card expired and shit. Man, let's
Putting
get back to
anybody
this
over
shit,
Trump is
Theo.
crazy.
Let's get back to this shit, bro. Cause they gonna make me go a whole nother route with this shit.
All accurate, Mr. Galanis.
That is accurate, yes.
And again, this was a pull aside done at this meeting, and you think and you know that it was coordinated. Is this what they call access to the brand, access to the Biden lift? Is that what you would describe it as, Mr. Galanis?
I don't think there's any doubt that that was the intent of the call and the objective, yes.
And it followed the motto. It followed the statement that you all agreed to: say it, forget it, write it, regret it. This wasn't put in writing. This was a phone call on a speaker that was all. There's no writing about this. It was all done that way. That was how the business operated. Is that correct, Mr. Galanis?
Yes.
I yield back.
Gentlemen, time's expired. Before I recognize Mr. Palmer, I'd like to enter into the record the testimony of Tony Bobulinski with the committee on February 13th, 2024. It corrects the record of Representative Garcia's, who did not provide your entire testimony. On page 147, you told the committee about your understanding of who invited you to the events referenced by Mr. Garcia. So without objection, I'd like to enter into the record the entire transcribed interview of Tony Bobulinski.
And Mr. Chairman, I'd like to enter for the record an article from today's Daily Beast entitled "Texts Reveal More Russia Ties for Key Anti-Biden Witness Bobulinski."
Okay, Daily Beast. Without objection. Chair now recognizes Mr. Palmer from Alabama for 5 minutes.
Mr. Bobulinski, I have very limited time and I want to get through a lot of information, so please answer these questions with a yes or no, if you don't mind. You have met Joe Biden, isn't that correct?
Correct.
In fact, you had a meeting with Joe Biden, isn't that correct?
2 of them.
One of those times was before the Milken Conference in Los Angeles, May of 2017, is that correct?
It was during the Milken Conference.
You provided a great deal of documentation to this committee. I want to show you some messages between you and Hunter Biden, be on the screen here, in May of 2017 before you first had a meeting with Joe Biden. These are messages between you and Hunter Biden dated May 2nd, 2017. Do you recognize these?
I do.
At the bottom, Hunter wrote, "Dad, not in now until 11. Let's me and Jim meet at 10 at Beverly Hilton where he's staying." Jim is James Biden, President Biden's brother. Is that correct?
Correct.
The next set of messages is, if you put those on the screen, is between another business associate of Hunter Biden's and you. His name is James. Do you recognize it?
I do.
At the top, you write, "About to meet Hunter, Jim, and I guess Joe at Beverly Hilton Hotel." Joe is now President Joe Biden. Is that correct?
Correct.
This chat between you and Joe Biden, Jim Biden, Joe Biden's brother, you write to Jim, "Great to meet you and spend some time together. Please thank Joe for this time. It was great to talk. Thanks, Tony B." You met with Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and Jim Biden the night before the Milken Conference in 2017. Is that correct?
I did, and Jim Biden perjured himself by trying to deny that
Thank
meeting.
you, Mr. Bobulinski. That was at the Beverly Hilton, correct?
Correct.
You can provide more details around that meeting. What was the purpose of that meeting?
I didn't ask for the meeting, so I wish Hunter Biden was sitting next to me and he could under oath describe it. But the only reason why I was meeting with Joe Biden and the only reason why I was there is because I was the CEO of the enterprise that they were putting together with the Chinese company CFC.
So can you give me a little more detail about what was discussed in the meeting?
Well, as I said earlier, before Joe Biden showed up, Hunter and Jim Biden coached me, asked, said a sort of outline that we wouldn't go into a lot of details. So through the 45 to 60-minute meeting I had with Joe Biden, I think it was about 10:40 p.m. after he flew across country, we talked about my background, my family's military background, the different business ventures I'd done around the world, the family I worked with. Joe spent time talking about his family, some of the tragedies that they had lived through. And at a high level, Hunter actually introduced me to Joe because before Joe came and sat down with us, Hunter said, "Hey, give me 5 to 10 minutes. I need to read my father in on it."
So when you're referencing Joe and Hunter's father, you're referencing President Joe Biden.
I am.
Correct. These 4 images, well, in this message you sent to James again, you said you spent more time with Joe and Jim this morning, and to be factually correct, that's President Joe Biden and James Biden, his brother. Also saw them last night, including Hunter. These 4 images show a pretty clear record of your meeting with Joe Biden in May of 2017, Mr. Bobulinski. Hunter Biden, during his transcribed interview, testified that the meeting did in fact take place. And after being asked, did Mr. Bobulinski meet with your father during the trip, Hunter stated he met with him in the lobby of the hotel. When asked who attended the meeting, Hunter replied, "My uncle and myself." But when asked whether the meeting at the Beverly Hilton between Joe Biden, Jim Biden, Hunter Biden, and Tony Bobulinski took place, Jim Biden testified, "Absolutely not." These stories don't match up. Mr. Chairman, Jim Biden also told the committee that Joe Biden did not meet the Chinese businessman Xi Jinping. Rob Walker, by known as a friendly witness committee, said the opposite. So, Mr. Chairman, it appears to me that there are material inconsistencies between the witnesses' testimony. These witnesses' statements appear to me to be irreconcilable. In short, Mr. Chairman, someone appears to be lying to the committee. The inconsistent testimony seems to come from Jim Biden, the president's brother. Lying to Congress is a serious offense, Mr. Chairman, a criminal one, in fact. And if the Bidens or anyone else has come before this committee and lied to this committee, I strongly encourage the committee to pursue criminal referrals to the Department of Justice. One last thing that I want to ask, and Mr. Bobulinski or Mr. Galinas, have either of you heard of any offer of a pardon for anyone involved or associated with or a partner to the Biden family enterprise corruption investigation?
I'm sorry, there was a question. Have I
Have
heard
you
anything
heard of anyone being suggested that a pardon might be in order for anyone associated with this enterprise?
I have not.
Thank you, Mr. Bobulinski. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Recognizes Ms. Taylor Greene from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Joe Biden continues to lie to the American people about his role in his family's businesses. In 2020, he stood up on stage of a presidential debate and told the American people that his family didn't take any money from China. That was a lie. Not only was it a lie, he knew it was a lie. He knew it because he met with his son Hunter Biden's Chinese business associates. I want to talk about CEFC, which is the China Energy Fund Committee. Mr. Bobulinski, who is Chairman Yi?
Chairman Yi was the chairman of CEFC.
Thank you. Jim Biden told the FBI and IRS that Chairman Yi was the protege of Xi Jinping, the leader of China and the Chinese Communist Party. Mr. Bobulinski, Rob Walker told this committee that Joe Biden met Chairman Yi. Are you aware of that? Yes or no?
I am now. I wasn't at the time.
And Joe Biden also met with you, is that right?
Yes, he did. Twice.
Who is Director Zhang?
Director Zhang was the number 2 at CEFC.
The executive director of CEFC, the number 2?
Yeah, he was the number 2 executive, but really the point person that I worked with and the Biden family worked with, and he's the individual that Hunter Biden was shaking down at the end of July 2017, demanding that they fund the $10 million. They ultimately sent 5, but $10 million directly to Hunter Biden's account, Owasco.
Thank you, Mr. Bobulinski. I want to show you a text message that Hunter Biden sent to you and his other business associates. I'm holding it right here. I'll read it to you. Hey, Tony, I have an idea. In light of the fact we are at an impasse of sorts, and both James' lawyers and my chairman gave an emphatic no, I think we should all meet in Romania. He's speaking about my chairman. When Hunter Biden came in for his deposition, he said that he was referring to Chairman Yi, and that the rest of your group referred to Zhang as a different chairman. Does this make any sense to you?
That's a lie. I never heard Director Zhang referenced as chairman, and I had direct communications with Director Zhang over WeChat, met him in Romania, met him in Moscow, met him around the world in New York, trying to develop this business, and he was never referred to as the chairman, first of all. Second of all, that makes absolutely no sense in the context of this message because we are discussing Oneida Holdings, LLC.
Thank you. So he was not the chairman, just to clarify. Yes,
correct.
Or no? Okay. So I want to show you another text. When he said his chairman, he was talking about his dad. This is from Rob Walker. It didn't seem to make much sense to Rob Walker either. So he said that when Hunter, he said this to you, when Hunter was talking about his chairman, he was talking about his dad. When Rob Walker came in to give his transcribed interview to the committee, he basically said, well, Hunter was high or confused or mad. And Rob Walker said that he was just trying to calm things down between you and Hunter. But that doesn't really answer the question about who Hunter Biden is talking about. Hunter Biden lied to this committee. So here, clearly, he says, Rob Walker's saying he's talking about his dad. So I want to be very clear. We've established that Zhang is not the chairman, obviously. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Correct.
Let me show you another message. This message doesn't call Zhang Chairman Zhang, does it? It just says the Chinese want to do business with the Bidens. As a matter of fact, it says, both coming to be my partner, to be partners with the Bidens, with an S. He, Zhang, is implied, has implied that the number one has made it clear and available to him. Who is the number one?
The number one is Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping, the president of China? Yes or no? the leader of the Communist Party, the CCP,
Yes,
is the number one.
yes, that's the number one that Hunter was referencing in that message.
Now, let's be very clear. This was in 2017, but I would like to make it known for this committee that Joe Biden told the press in 2016, as a matter of fact, I quote, "Yeah, I am. I am going to run in 2020." He told the press in 2016 that he was running for president of the United States in 2020. So here is the Bidens doing business in China. And
I know you know.
Started over. All right, that was the end of that one. Hold on. Let's see. See something real quick. Let me see something real quick. All right. Yeah, I don't got the rest of it. Dang, I thought I had the rest of it. See, bro. See, that joint, bro. That joint was like at least this joint was like at least like 2 hours, bro. This joint was at
No,
least like
that,
2 hours,
bro, I got so much information from listening to that shit that I had no idea.
bro. They said
And
in
they
this
keep
shit,
talking about this nigga be high. This it's like, bro, that is
yeah.
so embarrassing, bro.
They said that Joe Biden had got paid in diamonds. Like they had gave him diamonds as currency, bro. So there was no real paper trail like that because he had got paid in diamonds. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And yo, he said he got paid in diamonds twice. That Paul Blart looking guy that was just talking, yeah. He the one said he was getting paid in diamonds. That shit crazy, bro. I was like, yo, I gotta show the people this. Fuck that.
No, I'm glad you did, bro, because fucking waiting on anybody else who been waiting all damn day.
Bruh, hell no. We would have never seen this shit, bruh.
Exactly.
This shit would have never popped up, bruh. Real talk. We'd have been waiting forever to hear anything about this shit. Hey, Buddy said, like I said, yo, Buddy was like, yeah, he got paid with diamonds. And I'm like, damn, bro. And you can hear the transactions, bro. These motherfuckers talking about making $1 billion transactions.
Billion.
That's big bread being spent, bro. On the regular. That shit, man. This shit had me up watching for a minute. Hold on, let me see what this fool talking about real quick.
Inside of that Sinohawk deal, right?
It was the
correct. Chairman, I only have 5 minutes, Mr. Bobulinski, so I'm
Did we see this guy? I don't think we seen him.
going to try to move quickly, and I'd appreciate if you just answer the questions.
Oh, yeah, we
You
did.
testified that Joe Biden was involved in your business venture related
We seen this dude?
Hold on, let it play some more. I think so, but I'm not sure.
to Oneida Holdings and Hunter Biden. So I want to drill down on the crux of what your testimony is. Oneida Holdings is the business venture that you are referring to, correct?
When I'm referring to what? Can you
Any
re-ask the
business you did with the Bidens?
My reference is the Sinohawk Holdings LLC, and Oneida Holdings LLC owned 50% of that.
Right. And Oneida Holdings was the 50% that was on the American side of that Sinohawk deal, right?
It was the 50% that was the Biden side of it. Some of the, James Gilliar is not an American, so.
Sorry, fair enough. And it was a joint partnership memorialized in an incorporating document, correct? And it had equal shares divided among 5 partners. Is that right?
Well, I can't.
Well,
are you asking me about what you're holding up? Because you're
sir, was it an equal? Were there equal 20% shares among 5 partners?
In what?
Oneida Holdings.
In the final signed documents?
Yes.
Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
It is?
Not complicated.
Well, it is because.
All right, you're just filibustering now. The answer is you're filibustering. I get it. That there were 5 partners: Hunter Biden, Jim Biden, Rob Walker, James Gilliar, and you. Each owned 20%. Do you?
Well, they didn't each own. Their LLCs owned it, which is a material
Do you
difference.
see Joe Biden or an LLC related to Joe Biden on this?
I don't know if Joe Biden owned any of Jim Biden's LLC or Hunter Biden's LLC. I'll leave that up to the committee.
Okay. And do you know when this agreement was entered into?
The poster
Take it
board that
down.
you're holding up, or the actual legal document that was signed?
The agreement, sir.
The agreement.
The agreement was signed May 22nd, 2017. Who was the vice president then?
May 22nd, you said? I think it was Mike Pence.
And who was the president?
Donald Trump.
Okay. And when did you first meet Hunter Biden?
I first met Hunter Biden in early 2017.
When? When in 2017?
A day or
The
an
month.
hour
Month is
or a
good.
month? I believe I briefly met him in New York, but I spent the first meeting I had extensive time with him was in early May 2017.
Okay. And that was around the same time that you had those 2 meetings with Joe Biden, right?
It was, but prior to that, I had numerous
So look,
discussions
you have
with
said
Hunter. I had lawyers working through the documents that you're
Can I
asking.
please reclaim my time, sir? As I
Okay.
said, we have to move quickly here. Unfortunately, in your testimony earlier today, one of my colleagues asked you about that meeting at the bar, 45 minutes to 60 minutes. And you were also asked about that in your transcribed interview. And in neither of your answers did you mention any discussion that you had at that meeting with Joe Biden about the Chinese business venture. Yet, in grandiose terms here today, you have declared that Joe Biden was involved and that you have mountains of irrefutable evidence to support it. So let's look at the mountains of irrefutable evidence. You provided the committee with a screenshot of a text message that is between James Gilliard and you, dated May 11th, 2017. You see this? I don't know if you can see it. If you can't see, it's just you and James Gilliard, though, right? You remember this text message, I'm sure.
Generally, yes.
All right. And in it, Gilliard writes, "Man, you are right. Let's get the company set up, then tell H and family the high stakes and get Joe involved." And 2 days later, Mr. Gilliard sent an email to you, CCing Rob Walker and Hunter Biden, in which he suggested a division of the company and included a proposal of, quote, 10% held by H for the big guy, question mark. You remember that, right?
The infamous email with the big guy? Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Did anyone ever respond to that email?
You want to save yourself a ton of money? Get these earphones because
And his claim that he didn't
Can you answer my
respond to it,
questions?
and he responded to it.
The-
I believe
you're
3
just going to
times.
filibuster. I reclaim my time that's running out, but I will say no one responded to the big guy reference for 10.
Thank you
So
for making my
what-
point. They didn't have to respond
Right.
because
And
they
then,
all knew the big
sir,
guy was Joe
I
Biden.
reclaim my time. Mr. Chairman, please control the witness. I would like to say, I would like to get a little extra time, Mr. Chairman, because I want to read what Mr. Gilliard said to the Wall Street Journal. Quote, "I would like to clear up any speculation that former Vice President was involved with the 2017 discussions about our potential business structure. I am unaware of any involvement at any time of the former Vice President. The activity in question never delivered and project revenue. 9 days later, the agreement without Joe Biden was signed. You and James Gilliard wanted Joe Biden involved, and that is why Hunter Biden dumped you and did the business
That's a
on his
blatant
own.
lie,
And
Mr.
I yield
Goldman. You
back.
know better.
Chairman's time's expired. Chair now recognizes Mr. Higgins from Louisiana for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Bobolinsky, thank you for being here today, and we appreciate the candor of your responses, sir, which is reflective of of the way you handled yourself in private testimony and deposition. So I thank you for communicating truthfully to the American people today.
All right, hold on. Let's get to this.
Multi-billion-dollar company, like a Fortune 500 company at one time.
It's even bigger than that. If you go back and look at its financials in 2016 and 17, it was probably one of the 5 largest private companies in China.
So exactly. So this was a major operation that had a lot of money, and apparently, I'm going to hold up a memo here from this is a chart from the second bank memo, and it shows disbursement of a total of almost $24 million for diamonds. So you have a major Chinese company spending a lot of money on diamonds, and apparently diamonds were used as a means of payment for the Biden family. We know that the Bidens have testified that admitted to having 2 diamonds. We suspect that there are many, many more, $23 million worth of diamonds. Are you familiar?
I told y'all, bro. 23. Woo! 23 mil worth of diamonds. 23 mil worth of diamonds. Oh my gosh, what these diamonds look like. I need to know what these diamonds look like, bro. I need to know what these there's probably them diamonds that be blinging like off of All About the Benjamins. Remember they poured them joints out on the table. Mike Guess is holding them joints up like I need me them Alvin Iversons and shit. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Oh wait, 23 mil worth of diamonds. Man, these motherfuckers so real. These motherfuckers so real criminals.
With the exchange of valuable assets to pay the Bidens other than electronic transfers of monies? Are you aware of payments in diamonds, payment in cash, payment in board memberships, et cetera?
Am I generally aware of it,
Yes,
or was
sir.
I involved? Yeah, I read Jim Biden's and Hunter Biden's transcript multiple times. Jim Biden in that transcript references 2 diamonds that were given to Hunter Biden. One, he implies, was in 2015 by an individual who he couldn't recall his name, but the individual's name is Scott O., who was a surrogate for CFC. And then apparently a second diamond was given at a meeting in Miami. And I really want to set the record clear. I was not at that physical meeting. I was in Miami, but I was not at that physical meeting. That's what I told the FBI in my transcribed interview.
Are you aware, Mr. Bobulinski, of a pattern of bribery, of bribe payments coming from the China Energy Fund Committee?
I appreciate that question. I wish everyone on this committee would read the 1,200 pages of testimony in an 8-day trial in the SDNY where Mr. Goldman used to work while the actual trial was going on, that accused numerous executives, ultimately Patrick Ho, of corruption, bribing, leaving shoeboxes of cash to a variety of political figures in Africa.
Exactly. So, Mr. Bobulinski, from your perch within the Biden family operations and their interactions, businesses in China and the exchange of millions of dollars that are known. We've tracked them through bank records, through suspicious activity reports, through emails, through communications that this committee has documented. There's no debate that millions and millions of dollars flowed into the Biden family's bank accounts. But the existence of other forms of payment is fascinating because diamonds are untraceable. We really don't know how many diamonds the Bidens received, do we?
We don't. And for somebody who's been to mainland...
Perfect way of currency, bro. Perfect way. So much shit can get bought with them damn diamonds, bro. What the hell? You daggone right, you ain't gonna be able to trace them. Those shit that's what. That's why I told motherfuckers, be been telling y'all might want to get some gold bars, some silver bars, shit like that, bruh. When currency ain't being paper money ain't flowing, ain't out there flowing, shit, you still have some sort of income. Cause silver and gold always sell.
In China, probably 10 plus times. Hong Kong, probably 15 plus times.
Yeah,
I had
let me
hundreds of
shift.
people, Congressman, I had hundreds of people working for me in mainland China. At one point, I never got a diamond from any
I
businessman
hear you.
or woman.
So, Mr. Bobolinsky, I shift quickly to a text message. Are you familiar with this? It's from a gentleman named James.
Generally, yes.
Yeah, it says, don't mention Joe being involved. It's only when you're face to face. I know you know that, but they are paranoid. And there's a response saying, okay, they should be paranoid about things. And then there's a response saying, for real. So, what is meant by don't mention Joe being involved? It's only when you're face to face. I know you know that, but they are paranoid.
Well, I think it outlines how the Bidens operated, not specifically just with CFC. You have Galanis here testifying and numerous other witnesses that have given you tremendous amount of evidence that outline they worked to obfuscate it, create layers of obstruction. That's the reason why Rob Walker was getting sent millions of dollars instead of Hunter Biden directly. That's the reason why Devin Archer was receiving millions of dollars instead of going to Hunter directly. You guys have a mountain of evidence that stacks high and answers that question on how they obfuscated. They lived in a world of plausible deniability.
Thank you, Mr. Bobolinsky. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired. I yield.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Parnas, can you tell me about your meetings with Dmitry Firtash and why you believe the Trump campaign used his services?
Yes, well, I was sent to meet with Dmitry Firtash because Dmitry Firtash had resources. He's an oligarch that was in Vienna waiting to be extradited to the United States, but he was very close with Vladimir Putin, Ukraine, and lots of characters in that part of the world. And my objective at the time was to have him help us lean on Mykola Zlochevsky and get dirt on the Bidens.
And what type of dirt were you trying to get?
We were searching for Hunter's hard drive that we were told was out there. We were searching for bank records to validate certain bank records.
All right, yeah, start it over now. All right, so we back from the beginning, man. And I told y'all, man, this shit was crazy, bro. This shit was crazy. Like everybody want to bash one side, but I mean, look what's going on the other side. You know, like they say, the grass ain't green on the other side, bro. You know, you have a fence that's in the middle. You have one yard that you think you just gonna jump over the yard because you see what's over there, but you get over there and that grass just as fucked up and all that shit is the yard you just came from. I mean, it's one of those situations, bro. Just gotta be mindful what we looking at, what we seeing out here, and yeah, just take everything that we saying. Just know that it's not just what it is right then and there. It's always something else behind it. It's always they ain't showing us this shit for no reason. Like they could easily put this shit on mainstream TV. Breaking news. La, 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 stop a whole show and all that shit. They could have easily did that. Why they showing this shit on YouTube? Man, yeah. Y'all have a nice night. I'm ready to get out of here. It's the end of this live. I just want to give y'all recap. I should have brought the other videos up, but I don't have them. I'll get them for y'all the next time. But I have this though.
Look at this story. It's absolutely stunning. It's coming to us from the Daily Wire, where they're reporting that a FEMA supervisor told workers in a message to avoid homes that advertise Trump. This is during hurricane relief in Florida, as they were canvassing Lake Placid, Florida, to identify residents who could qualify for federal aid. Internal messages reviewed by the Daily Wire said that Supervisor Marnie Washington relayed this message, both verbally and in group chats used by the relief team. Multiple government employees told the Daily Wire, avoid homes with Trump signs out front in trying to figure out if they need aid from FEMA.
I always feel like on stories like this, if Marnie Washington was willing to say this in a group chat and verbally, Marnie Washington felt comfortable saying this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She wasn't going out on a limb saying, you know what, avoid those Trump houses. We're going to do it. She felt like saying that was not going to get her in trouble. Right. It was not going to get her fired, which speaks to the culture of these government agencies. You already had concerns, hey, is the response as robust as it should be in North Carolina and Florida, because these are areas full of Trump supporters. Now you have the micro example. Go house by house, and if you see a Trump sign, don't help them.
Yeah.
It's
actually unconscionable. And by the way, this is on the heels of FEMA getting criticism for having their funds. They raided their funds and gave them to illegal immigrants, and so that was an issue as well. Nobody wants to see emergency response politicized, and I think I thought that Donald Trump with his election was going to have to root out a lot of bad stuff and a lot of agencies. Maybe we should start right here, because if any agency should be depoliticized, it is the emergency response agency. By the way, FEMA gave a statement to us. They said, FEMA helps all survivors regardless of their political preference or affiliation, and we are deeply disturbed by the employees' actions. While we believe this is an isolated incident, we have taken measures to remove the employees from their roles and are investigating the matter to prevent this from happening ever again. The employee who issued this guidance and had no authority and was given no direction to tell teams to avoid these homes, and we are reaching out to the people who may have not been reached as a result of this incident. The individual has not yet been fired. I guarantee you,
to remove the employee from their role does not mean
fired. And I'll tell you this: if people who are in trouble were passed over because of race, this thing would be all over the left. I bet they're not even covering the story.
Right.
Yeah.
Working to learn more about an incident at a Charles County school that left a second grader in the hospital.
Yeah, in an Instagram post, a mother claimed that her son was hung in the boys' bathroom at C. Paul Barnhart Elementary School. That boy was hospitalized with serious injuries on Friday.
Now, the principal of the school issued a statement. It says 2 students were playing in the bathroom, and one of the students' jackets got caught on a stall door hook. The statement says the student was unable to free himself and the other student couldn't help him. The principal says that student then left to go find help, and the staff later called 911.
Yeah, well, the Charles County Sheriff's Office also looking into this. They say it's still working to gather more details on what exactly happened. News 4 has attempted to interview the mother, and we're still working to do so today. Of course, stay with News 4 for updates on air and in the NBC Washington app. We'll continue to follow that one.